Welcome to the Fight Room. We are on episode 7. Got you guys here. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel as well as you are following our Instagram, the Fight Room TV. If you have any questions or comments or topics, please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and just keep in touch with us. I'm here with my guys. I got my guy Paul, aka P Shack, my guy Randall, better known as Remy Please, Marcus, also known as Lighthouse, and my guy Corey, also known as CMO. Right now we are in some trying times, some difficult times and some weird times, man. There's just a lot going on. Like right now we got everything from white people calling the police on black people for bird watching to black people fighting the police, riots, as well as white police officers killing black people, man. What's y'all feelings? Like, how y'all feeling right now? I know we talked about it a couple episodes ago, but how y'all feeling right now? Like, I know it's taking a toll on, I think it's taking a toll on our society, and we are beginning to like truly fight back. As well as like we are being overwhelmed and prosecuted and persecuted by judge, jury, and juror by without even the opportunity to go to court. How are y'all feeling right now?
I don't want to start because like I had just seen it, so I don't want my emotions to get the best of me. And I feel like every time they get this stuff like in cycles, they drill it on you nonstop, and I don't want my first reaction to be like a knee-jerk reaction. Like this shit is constant, it's all the time, and I don't know. I witnessed this shit firsthand, like all the time. So
let me backtrack 1 second real quick. So have y'all watched the video of George Floyd? Have y'all watched it?
Yeah, I think everybody's seen that.
No, so I actually haven't even truly watched it. Like, I mean, I've seen clips and I've seen like bits and pieces, and I've also, of course, I've seen the pictures, but I haven't brought myself like mentally to actually fully like watch the actual video. 17-minute video or something like that. So I haven't brought myself to it. I know I'm going to do it soon, but I just haven't mentally, I haven't been able to like fully focus and get to it yet. Has everybody seen it though?
Why not? Why haven't you watched it?
Nah, I don't even like watching those videos.
That's what I'm saying. You've seen them so many times.
I don't like looking at them.
Yeah, you've seen shit like that so many times in the past. Like you tired of this shit. It's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
But for some people, like it's just like another joke to them, and like they like, yeah, let's do something about it. Then shit die down, and then another incident happened, and right back at grounds again.
What y'all think about the riots going on out there right now? Is it uncalled for or what? What you think about the riots?
Yeah, that should be uncalled for. Like you just be acting stupid, and I don't know.
My thing is you messing up your own neighborhood, man. Like they looting, they trashing stuff. It's things on fire, but that don't make.
I hear that.
That don't help the situation. That's my thing.
Yeah. Even my whole perspective on that thing is like I feel like it's like you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's funny because I feel like the people who rebelling, they thinking that they going against the grain, but they actually playing a role that's being paved in front of them. Like you're doing your job. Like they want you to be triggered like this. You see what I'm saying? That like that kind of like it like what's the word I'm trying to say? It's like it just keeps the cycle going. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about this shit, man. We all didn't live this shit. We went to school, had Black History Month every month. They talking about slavery every single month. They talking about how you was done bad every single month. You grow up, you watching slave movies. You watching since Rodney King back in the 90s, police brutality. You watching all this shit over and over and over and over again. So obviously, at some point, niggas gonna get to a boiling point. You know what I'm saying? But the funny thing that one of y'all even said at the beginning was that this shit been going on for a while, like, you know what I'm saying? And we keep rioting, you know, with Rodney King, there was a riot with that shit. And then with the last joint in Ferguson, riots with that. And then it's like, all right, so what's the outcome of that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a hamster on the wheel. That's how it looks to me. I just see some hamster on the wheel shit. And I understand that, like, niggas need an emotional outlet, but that shit ain't really leading enough. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just how I look at the whole situation. It's like, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And in another 10 years, they're going to show another nigga get shot on TV, and then it's going to be the same shit. And the niggas going to be like, damn, man, the white man. Like, niggas don't talk about this shit for 20, 30 years on police brutality. This shit ain't never going to, like, where's the solution in this? You see what I'm saying? Like, our fathers was having the same conversation. Our grandfathers was having the same conversation. Like, what's the solution? You see what I'm saying? Like, we're going to have another 30 years of this shit, just talking about how fucked up it is and then moving on with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Because where's the solution at?
Well, as far as the riots, I do see both sides of the fence or whatever. I think the people rioting anyway, who are out there rioting, I don't think they know or have any other way to to protest or like you were saying, Marcus, a release of that emotion or whatever. I mean, because say if they weren't rioting, can they go out there and march with their guns? What they had the alt right groups out there, they showing up with their guns at the Capitol and everything. What do you think will happen if hundreds of black folks is out there with their AKs and just marching or whatever? You think it's going to be some military standoff, or you think they're going to let them peacefully protest and just march like the white boys is doing up at the Capitol?
What does that marching do at the end of the day? For like
exactly
for any party or anything that you're marching for, like, what does that shit do at the end of the day?
It's a gesture. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting on a T-shirt saying "I can't breathe." Like, that's what that is. It's a gesture. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying for that. What they call it? Virtue signal. Virtue signaling. That's the right term for that. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. You know what I'm saying? It's a hashtag. You know what I mean? Like, it's a walking hashtag. That's what marching is. A walking hashtag. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really coming to no solution. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just something make you feel like you did something. Then you go home and feel proud about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit don't really be doing nothing.
I was watching this movie.
It's an I voted sticker. That shit is an I voted sticker. That's what that shit is.
I know.
I was watching this movie. It's a James Baldwin movie called "I Am Not Your Negro." It's Samuel L. Jackson is a narrator and all that joint or whatever. But it was he came up around the times Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and MLK or whatever, and they used to have their little debates and stuff or whatever. What do y'all have any? Would y'all think, which side of the fence do y'all think y'all would lay on? Would y'all be on like take the Malcolm approach, or do you think you would take the Martin Luther King approach?
I think, just my point of view, I think both of them were necessary at that time because you saw both perspectives. You saw somebody that was nonviolent. You saw somebody that wanted to retaliate. And I feel like just because you had both of those representing, there couldn't be a stigma that everything was all violence. But I'm gonna actually say that both of them were necessary. I don't think either of them were wrong though, for real. Like, to me, that's just my point of view.
Yeah, I would agree.
Neither one, and it's funny because they both started to see the other one's point of view. Like, they started to be more
towards the end.
The other one towards the end, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, both of them. They started to see the other one's side. And they both wanted the same thing. Just, you know, everybody, a lot of us, we can all have the same goal and just have different ideas of how to go about the shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's plenty of ways to get there if you adding up stuff. So yeah, I think both of them was necessary, and I think both of their actions as well as like their the way they went about it, the way they went about leading their movements was necessary. And I think still to this day, I know we haven't reached the point where we are truly seeing the light, but I think we are still great beneficiaries of both of their actions. That's the best way I can say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, but for real though, and it's funny as far as this whole marching shit. I mean, man, this is all programming. Let's keep this shit all the fucking way real. Like niggas been watching these fucking highlights from the civil rights movements over and over and over and over and over again. So when a nigga get shot, nigga feel like he's supposed to march because that's what he saw so many goddamn times watching the highlights from the civil rights movement. So I feel like that's just the go. Like that's the default because it's programming. You get hit with that shit every month your whole life growing up. You can't get away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that definitely is why niggas default to that. It's not even about a solution. It's more about, okay, what did niggas before me did? Oh, they marched. All right, I'm gonna march. And I think that's just all that shit is.
and that was like what you gotta learn how to watch like the news, and you gotta like read through the bullshit, and you just get hammered like the same story in a 30-minute window over, and you get other
exactly people. That's programming.
Yeah. Then you get online, and then people change headlines and put their view on top of the shit, and they'll show an old video and how it relates to this video. Like you stand no chance.
Okay.
Even deeper into it.
Go ahead.
But to get
my fault. Go ahead.
Even deeper into it, like when you see people looting and shit, do you know like sometimes that they will send like operatives to into these places, and
I believe they do.
It's on camera. They would be dressed in like all black, and they would like like who has access to like tear gas and like they would like throw tear gas and shit, and they would like have like black like military boots and shit like that, and windows and shit like that. They entice us to act like that because
Hey young, please tell me when that Baltimore shit was going down with the Freddie Gray nigga. Y'all saw how fake that coverage was. I know y'all wasn't the only one saw that shit. Like it was this one scene where homeboy, the camera, I forgot the reporter, I don't remember which one he was. It was a black dude, and he was like acting all stressed, like, oh, it's so much intensity, da 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 da. And they showed the camera panning, and it was nobody outside. You know what I'm saying? It was like three niggas just walking down the street.
Just somebody walking their dog.
Acting so like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was just some dude walking his dog and shit like that. But they was acting like it was just pandemonium out that joint. And then in some scenes it would be people, if y'all remember, it'd be people just standing there. Nobody acting aggressive, it'd just be niggas standing there. But the coverage will be as if like they was in the middle of a war zone. Like these niggas was acting like they was under attack. You know what I'm saying? So obviously they gonna play that. This shit it's a fucking show, man. This shit is all a performance, you know, like but you 100% right. You know, like I believe 100% right. They be sending little what you call is irritants or what you call them people that come in just to start shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to because I feel like a lot of niggas know that this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I be feeling like for people that always act up every time, it's like it seems too scripted. You know what I mean? Like that shit just seems too scripted. Like niggas eat the cheese every fucking time. Like come on, man. Like it can't be that easy. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe that shit. Like, come on, man. Like, that shit's crazy.
So I get you saying, it sounds like you're saying marching isn't effective. What would be like one of your ideas or one of your solutions or suggestions on how we could how we as a community should like I'll just say address certain issues, especially when like issues like this come to the forefront?
I mean, as far as like solutions, all right. So as far as like this police brutality shit, like I look at it like human beings make mistakes, all right, get emotional and they make fucking mistakes. You can create all fucking laws. Every fucking law in the world, there's gonna be a nigga with a gun who's gonna do some stupid shit. You can't get around that. There's nothing you can do about it. It's gonna always fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that through this programming in the United States where Black men get demonized, and then we have music and we portray a culture, this ultra aggressive culture that we project out So then when you a police officer approaching one of us, even if you black or white or any fucking person, you might have a subconscious through programming natural response to be a little defensive because you was taught that, oh, it's a black person or a person of color, they're going to be more aggressive. They've been trained to be feel like we're the oppressors, but which are on the same time, the black person is going to get more defensive because they've been programmed that the police and the system is out to get them. So now you got two fucking emotionally defensive motherfuckers in a pressure situation. You're gonna get some fucked up shit. So through programming, right, you're gonna have a jaded perspective and an approach between a black person and a black person and a police officer. You're gonna get a jaded perspective from both sides. And then on top of that, you have emotions and a weapon. This fucking disaster. It's gonna happen in all walks of life. Like you cannot get around that. So as far as solutions, deal without the police. Like you have to get rid of all fucking police. Like the whole police structure ain't no fixing it. The shit got to be eradicated if you want to stop police brutality. But then, but let's talk about this, right? We're gonna stop police brutality, right? All right. So now police is out the fucking picture. Now what's the word we got left? We got brutality now. Now what we gonna do about that? Oh, we humans. It's okay for us to brutalize each other, but it's not okay for the fucking police to do it. Let's take police out of there. You got brutality left. Now, how we gonna solve that problem?
So
laws. I don't know.
Who's gonna enforce those laws?
So I agree.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. The reason we have police brutality is because they are just supposed to protect us from the other brutal niggas, right? So because we are brutal, we create a police that's what creates the police. That's what puts that in place. And then you're gonna get dumb motherfuckers with guns, which creates this shit that we're going through today. Like
I think for me more so it's more so about the accountability. It's more about accountability. I mean, if you like we can take the George Floyd instance, Bama just got fired. That was it. I mean, if they the police officers.
They got fired the day after.
Yeah, they got fired the day after. All of them. They got fired the day after. And my thing is, when it comes to accountability, firing somebody ain't gonna do nothing because they just gonna get hired in the next town over or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you start taking you start holding these police unions accountable, they have to not making the city pay, but the police union paying for these families that have lost lives or whatever out here. They got to pay their dues. Somebody got to go to jail, and yes, what they get. They be having this when they do their little civil suits or whatever. The families, I don't know how much the city's paying out, but them police unions need to be paying out. When the police department start losing money, I think that's when it's going to be some accountability out here. When they're losing money and people and the police themselves are going to jail.
Okay, but my question is, how many people got to be killed in order for this to actually like all right, we're gonna say, okay, we want to end up in police brutality. You want to hold people accountable. Okay, let's say the police brutality numbers go down. Like, okay, so what's the satisfactory number so we can be like, okay,
I don't think it's
okay for them to brutalize this percentage of niggas. That's what I'm saying. But like, where is the edge? Like, where is the cup run over? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I mean, at the bottom line,
we're trying to work to eradicate this, right? Then, like, what is the number that we need to get it down to so we can feel comfortable? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's going to happen regardless.
The bottom line, I think, is just racism. It's everybody's all appalled because it's a black person or whatever, and that's the main reason why there's nothing being done, why these people aren't being held accountable. Now, if we had a whole bunch of videos of white folks being brutalized and beat up by the police or whatever and killed by the police, I'm pretty sure something would have been done by now already.
All right, here's my question, right? All right, so y'all believe in conspiracy theories and all that shit, right? So, like, a lot of times when you watch the news, do you really believe that the shit that the media is showing you is for your benefit? Like, do y'all really believe? Like, when you see something on the news, like, do you be like, all right, the news is showing me this. Is this for my benefit?
That's what.
Do you trust the news? Do you trust the information that the news gives you?
I appreciate it all the time. Like, I watch the news just to see the bullshit they're trying to feed me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. So this is my point. So when they show you videos of black men getting shot, how is that helping us?
It's not at all.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, why do we want to believe them? It's like, oh, a black man got shot. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. They showing you that shit for a fucking reason. It's not supposed to help us. It's not supposed to be like, oh no, the blacks need to know that they're being brutalized because we care. Like, oh, we only believe the media care about us when they showing us getting shot by the police. Like, I understand that shit.
But in all honesty, like, I don't need to see the news to know how white officers treat black people, because
exactly.
I agree with that, but I'm talking about the influx in emotion that comes out after, or when the people get riled up and the conversation starts. It's like, we know this happen every day, but our direction, our attention since to go this whenever they show it on TV. That's what I mean.
What else that does, Marcus?
It's numbing people to the reality. It's numbing folks down. It's
it
like
also diminishes the value of the black man, and I think people see that worldwide too. It's not just the States. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, you see us.
Yeah.
You know, a Chinese person see us getting killed back to back. You know, week after week. He like, man, well, they getting away with stuff because they ain't valuable over there.
Okay, but even within that though, but like, all right, so what type of black death are we talking about? Is it only a problem when it's the white people being shown shooting us on television? Like, are we only talking about, like, because we talking about people seeing us getting killed so much, but you know, I can turn on any fucking song right now within this culture and I'll listen to niggas talking about killing them. So if I'm another person of a different race, I'm like, oh, these niggas must not value themselves much because they be killing each other all day, every day. Don't nobody else do that shit to their people when they music, but them, that must be some shit that they do. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so like, where's the bound? Like, okay, so it's okay for us to display ourselves on the worldwide stage, killing each other on a beat. But if they show it on the news, oh, we can't let like that shit ain't good. Like, that's what I'm saying.
So I agree with you on that. I agree with you.
One's entertainment though.
That's what I've been telling people for a while now. Like, not even just the killing. I'm just talking about demoralizing like our culture in general, you know, through songs. But if you think about it, and this doesn't pertain to music, but there's a lot of different other entities that do that same thing. You gotta understand what the mafia was back then. I'm playing the devil's advocate here, because there's a lot of motherfucking Bammers that died off of the mafia and they killed their own people, man.
I agree with that. I agree that the mafia killed their whole people, but they don't have a whole fucking industry like where niggas is making billions of dollars off black death. Like, that's a whole different shit.
You think the mafia wasn't billionaires and up there in the billions?
I'm talking about the industry. I'm talking about the industry where a white dude is like, here, I'm gonna get these niggas from this community and I'm gonna put these niggas on a platform and I'm gonna have these niggas talk about the stories that happen in their lives. And then they're gonna make millions and billions of fucking dollars for me and my Viacom companies and all these other motherfuckers. And guess who's gonna be buying that music more than anybody else? Non-fucking black people. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I agree.
Like that shit. That hip hop is pop music now. So there's a mainstream culture in black men dying. Like, hip hop is pop culture now, right? And so there's a pop aspect where you can go on the radio on pop records and niggas get talk about, I shot that nigga, and it's okay. But you can't talk about that shit on any other demographic.
Yeah,
y'all right. Niggas is okay with that?
No, you right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I remember hearing specifically that, and Rick Ross is my guy, but I remember hearing specifically that he got paid to talk about something specific on a song about killing another dude. And they put that message out there for a reason, bro. Like, and if I remember, I do remember like them saying like, this is your platform, and if we don't hear this in your next couple albums, then we ain't picking you up no more, or you ain't getting this funding for this. I remember something like that. I was like, duh, like, it's crazy. But I already thought that in the first place, like. It's almost like how you said news is made to feed your brain certain things. I feel like music is the same fucking way, especially with the culture.
Even within that,
definitely.
Like, how many times How many times you have? Like, I've been stopped watching the 10 o'clock news probably since I was like 20. But every night before you go to bed, some nigga from Southeast shot some nigga and kill. So you
Yeah, I was
every
about to
night
say
you going to
that's the
bed
murder hour.
about
That's the murder
some
hour.
nigga killing, and you know what I'm saying. So you didn't listen. You was in your car all day. You didn't listen to niggas shoot and kill niggas all day. You didn't turn on Boys in the Hood or whatever the fuck movie, Shot to some shit like that. And you go in the fucking bed, and then you're hearing about some nigga in your community or 20, 30 minutes away shot another nigga and killed. And this is every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can you play it on the radio and they take the cuss words out, but the message is still the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get around that shit.
You're right.
You know, you can't get around it.
This summer because everybody home.
Yeah, so you know. But look, man, but just the everything I'm just saying, man, I'm not even about, it's not, I'm just talking about accountability. Like that's where I like to start with, like, you know what I'm saying? Where do we, when I'm talking about like the fact that police even exist is because man is not fair to man. So now you got another entity to fuck both of y'all over.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
But they get away with it. That's the difference between like us killing us and them killing us. They get away with it almost 100%.
They can though, but that's because we allow authority. Authority is always going to get up. Like, you can get away with shit. How many times your parents have said, do as I say, not as I do? Like, nigga, that's what authority does. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't get away because we've allowed this authority to protect us. You know, it's like that. It's like a saying, like y'all both, I'm sure on some level, everybody's experienced this or on some level, whether you did it to somebody or somebody did it to you or whatever, or you've seen somebody where it's like when you see somebody needs you, it's like when somebody know that you need them, it's like they take advantage of you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or you'll take advantage. The fact that you know that somebody needs you, then you can get over on them just because you know that they need you. It's like that type of shit. It's like when you depend on somebody, you give them leverage over you. When they have leverage over you, they have the space to fuck you over. And that's on any level of life with anything you can think of. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. If you have any level of dependency, you're giving space for somebody to fuck you over. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
Or benefit from that shit. And that's what other races are doing. So my point, all right, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go to the law aspect of it because I've within the last couple of years, I've even been looking at specific like laws and decrees and if this, then this type shit, right? And so some of these laws that's in place, man, are hundreds of years old. Like you can't. We are operating in a world, in a society that has laws that still abide when we were slaves. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck? Like, it is no way we can prosper as a fucking culture if we still are abiding by laws that indicate that we're fucking slaves. Like, and that's my thing. I feel like nobody's addressing the specific laws because we always say, yeah, you know, we can't do this and we can't do that. But like, why are we the only race that's not prospering off of this shit? Why are we the only race that's not benefiting off this? Because we're not talking about the actual law. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the reaction afterwards.
Yeah, that's real. You ain't lying about that. And I mean, also, like, all right, so if you even look at other communities, right? Like, let's say you got there's some sort of like infrastructure within the communities. It's like, okay, the men do this, the women do that. You know, we have this direction over here, we have that direction over there. Those dudes over here, they're gonna work on that. Those guys over there, they're gonna do this. Like they, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't really have that shit. Everybody kind of do their own thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might go, you know, at the end of the day, you know, we might have our holidays and shit like that. You know, we get together for the cookouts and that. But like, where's like all right, man, this is the direction of our community. Like, where that shit at? You know what I'm saying? Like that I think that's kind of where we got to start at. You know what I'm saying? Before we talk about outside shit. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be some sort of uniformity within us as a people. As far, and it even got to be, like I said, it's got to be like certain principles, man. We gonna keep this shit real. It has to be like a certain foundation in the way of life that we feel like we're going to live by, and we're going to stick true to that, and then we're going to branch out and grow out from there. If there ain't no strong foundation in anything we do, ain't nothing going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be talking, our grandchildren's going to be having the same conversation, you know? Because if you pay attention, like, you got little China, you got all these other, and of course, back in the day, they got loans and got advantages that we weren't able to. But right now, in this internet age where you got little 13-year-old niggas becoming millionaires, you mean to tell me you can't get a bunch of men together to come up with some shit? Like, nobody stopped that 13-year-old from making millions of fucking dollars. He just had a dream and a fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like the shit, the fucking barriers ain't as strong, you know what I'm saying, as they used to be. That's probably why they showing us getting shot so much, so we can lose hope, you know what I'm saying, and think that, we are not in control of our destiny, you know what I mean?
That makes
that's
sense.
Probably why they crank up that's why they crank up the police brutality and shit, because it ain't that stronghold ain't as strong as it used to be, you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like that same shit back in the day when they used to hang niggas, lynch niggas, and then let everybody see. It's like the same shit. Let me show this dude getting shot on TV. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? When they used to lynch niggas back in the day and hang them, and then everybody in the neighborhood can see. Same shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to scare the niggas, just to get you niggas scared. You know what I'm saying? That's all they trying to do. You know.
Oh yeah. KKK is still alive.
What'd you say, Bill?
You don't think it's like a steeper slope though, when like certain individuals are actually profiting off of the amount of people in jail? And we are like,
of course,
yeah, we the lead percentage in jail,
yeah,
and people get government contracts and state funding for the amount of bodies that you got in jail, and then you send a whole bunch of white
yeah, of course,
and prey on those people.
So, I mean, yeah, this system is all set up. You know what I'm saying? To because like I said, in capitalism, you gotta have a permanent lower class. You got, in order to have space for people to get rich, anybody to get rich. For me to get rich, there has to be poor people. For any of you niggas to get rich, there has to be niggas in poverty. It's impossible to have rich people. Like, if we were all rich, then who's rich now? If everybody is rich, then who is rich? You have to know who's poor in order to know that you're rich. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, where there's no like true number that makes rich. Rich is all like based off perspective. Like, okay, in this society, in this community, like poor people look like this, rich people look like this. So niggas be like, oh, I want to look like the rich niggas, so I'm gonna work towards that, right? You know what I'm saying? So they have to keep their foot on our necks in order to sustain a poverty mentality and a mentality of lack and fear and hopelessness, in order to keep us down there, because there's no growth in those mindsets. There's no progression in those mindsets. So, and also they call us black. They call themselves white. Everything that has to do with black is dark, evil, bad. Everything that has to do with white, pure, great, intelligence, all this other shit, right? So that means that subconsciously we think that we're linked to white success. It's like almost like their light came from our dark. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't even know how to like separate ourselves. It's almost like a spell that we're under, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like we can't even separate ourselves from the idea of living without white people. You know what I'm saying? It's like Batman living without Joker. It's like there's no Batman without no Joker. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Is it like scenario personal? I mean, the police, we can't outrun them. A lot of times in your workplace, you can't outrun that. But is any time like in the workplace where you ran up on some shit, they was like, hold up, man, I might have to hit the Dave Chappelle. I gotta keep it real scenario.
Like some racist shit?
Yeah, some racist shit at your job, and he's like,
Me personally, I haven't run into it, because most of the, well, besides what I'm working for now, most of the people I work for was black owned companies. Honestly, I can't really say. I mean, not racist against towards black folks anyway, but they might have said some shit about somebody else or whatever. But yeah, I haven't really ran into anything.
I think that one of the most racist things, like this shit made me have to take a walk at work, was I had a brush, normal brush, normal hand brush that black people have. I had my brush. I was sitting at the desk, white lady, my supervisor, or my direct manager at the time, comes over. She sees the brush and she says, "Oh, what's this?" I say, "It's my brush, my hairbrush." She said, "Oh yeah, I have one of these. It's something like that for my dog."
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Why do you mean comfortable with that shit? And
That was a tough.
it's not like she was like ignorant to the fact of like, oh, I don't know, like you would need a brush. She was just trying to.
Yeah, and she related like brushing hair to her brushing her dog with the same brush. Yep.
You probably told that story at dinner, like later that.
Yep.
That's that liberal racism.
Yep.
I had John at work, and it wasn't even. It was like with a customer. Like I was in the service industry and shit. I'm not going to say what company because I'm not giving no free shout outs. But like I walk in the house, and then you know how like you got like a foyer. Walking in John, she had like art around, and it was all like that old, blackface, like mammy type art. Like
Oh
that.
shit.
I'm doing like an estimate on this shit, and I stopped. I was like, "Do you know what like this means?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, okay." Close the jump and rolled out. I was like, "I ain't doing this one. Y'all can kiss my ass. Y'all can send me home. I don't care."
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's just a little different because I always come into a situation expecting it, and for a position that I usually am in, I'm like over 50-year-olds, and over, if it's 60% Caucasian, and then it's like 20% Asian, and then it's like 1 or 2% African American and other.
You the
So
2%.
say what?
I said you the 2%.
Yeah, like no bull. But I always come into the situation always expecting that, and it's hard. But I've learned how to check somebody that needs to be checked without getting mad. You know what I mean?
Professionally.
Because in my teens and in my 20s, I would pop back, and and that's not good. Especially if you're in a work or corporate setting, especially if I ain't gonna say the word, but so I've learned how to check people, certain ways where they think about it, and they're like, damn. Like this man just hit me with like a paragraph of words that I gotta go look up, and he probably talking bad about me. And so yeah, I mean, I'm slick with it now, man. I feel like the more you let somebody get over with something, the more it's gonna come back at you. So I just address it like straight off. I'm just letting you know, like one of the positions I was in is like a couple years ago. As soon as I came into the position, I just established myself. Like I was like, it's almost like with who we are, we almost have to tell everybody straight up that we ain't gonna take that shit. And I'm relating that to work, but that goes into any aspect in your life. Because my father, he went to an all white school. I think he was like 96% white, right? And so he said he literally had to fight every day, because if he would have let up, like they would pick on him. They would pick on him like they did this one black boy, and the black boy just took it like every day. Like he was like, "Oh fuck no, this ain't gonna happen to me." Like I'm gonna tell you straight up right in front of the teacher, and then if the teacher got something to say, my father gonna come up here. So, it's like it's just I don't doubt that would happen to me next week if I go back to work. I'm ready for it though.
I think luckily when that shit happened like probably at least like 4 or 5 years ago. And so as you said, like I think I'm a little bit more mature and a little bit more outspoken now, whereas though like I'm not necessarily, I don't want to say I like got up and walked away like, what I'm saying, like I threw a temper tantrum when it happened, but like I visibly showed my discomfort with the situation, but at the same time, like I know if it would have happened like at a time being like right now or maybe even a year or two ago, like shit would have happened and it would have went down a little bit different. But yeah.
Has it ever happened from like a superior? Like I feel like that's way different.
Yeah, mine was from a direct supervisor. I mean, like like, so I mean, we were working a contract, and I was contracted to work under her, and that's who it was. I mean, and it wasn't necessary. I mean, like that was it for me. I mean, like, it wasn't necessarily like, oh, you're black and you're coming in late or whatever like that. It was, I mean, like, it was that subtle fucking, I'm using this brush. I use that brush for my dog. But I mean, like,
it's that liberal racism.
MA, yeah.
I would have put like X-Lax on her coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I wouldn't say rather just like one situation. I would just say like just an overall aura, like, you know, like or just an energy, like, you know, in the workplace sometimes where you feel like it's like people are waiting to react to you. It's like you walk into a room and it's like, what is he going to do? What is he going to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's, like, it's never like a natural flow of energy. It's like you walk in, there's always an awkward pause, or, you know what I'm saying? And then like I also notice in the workplace where you can say one thing, somebody else can say it, but when you say it, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like just people respond to you more emotionally a lot easier in the workplace or something. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's just what it seems like though. Like, yeah, that's the one thing just in the workplace though, man. Like, you can just tell when you're the black guy. It's like you're a polarizing figure. You know what I'm saying? Being the black guy in the workplace, especially when it's not a lot of y'all. You know, so
I mean, sometimes
that shit.
Advantage, but sometimes, like, I don't know. It's like some people can't handle position of power, and then when you put race on the side of it, they just take it too far.
Yeah, it's the same with police officers. They get some power, man, and then they like, everybody got respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? Have y'all ever took? Because I remember in psychology, there was this. I took in high school. I remember my teacher was telling us about this experiment what they did where they was like electrocuting people, or they would shock somebody, and they'd be like, you can shock this person, and they had like a voltage meter, and it was like if this person couldn't see your face, like how far up the voltage meter would you go? And the study showed that most people, if they know they can get away with it, they will fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, and this is some shit I learned back in high school, but it's true. If most people, if they know they can get away with it, they will fuck you over. Think about that shit. I mean, if you really think about that shit, I mean, like you were just saying, Paul, if a motherfucker think they can get away with some shit, you know what I'm saying, and you don't say nothing, they gonna keep doing it. You know, I mean, that's almost like a human thing. You know what I mean? You give a person some authority, they gonna get over. You know what I mean? Like, you almost can't get around that shit.
Yep, you're right.
Don't gotta be black, I mean, don't gotta be white officer all the time, because some black people like be the worst.
Yeah, they be even worse. Honestly, I mean, I've seen them be extra just because they got the power.
I hate the black keys on the piano.
Yeah, and then that part's tricky. I'm gonna be honest with you. That part's tricky because I've had that happen before, and it's almost like if you come up to them and you confront them, then they try to flip it on you as the angry black man. So it's just like,
I know, man.
I feel like that's even more tricky.
It's either they be trying to like show off their counterparts, or they be don't know how to handle the power that they receive, or they just ain't got power at home and they try to inflict power in the workplace.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it was. Well, I know who it was, but we went to school with the Bama, and now he's in law enforcement. And I remember when we acquired Deshaun Jackson, and this Bama had the nerve to get on Facebook and say, "I can't wait to pull this nigga over." A black.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I remember that. He said he was gonna be the first guy to pull him over. Yeah.
We not. I mean, we know him.
Yep. Hey, real quick, just without giving too much of everybody's workplace. What's y'all workplace setting like in terms of like ratio of black people to, or not even black people, black males to everybody else in y'all work setting? Just curious, because I know
my joint all mixed up. It's like it's like even, like, for real. And I mean, but the majority of people in management positions white, but to be completely honest, they don't be looking at like the energy is not like that. Like, they don't be looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? They don't be, the energy ain't like that. I've had a lot of workplaces, but like them niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's all mixed in that motherfucker. Like, in everybody, it's an even field in that joint. You know what I'm saying? As far as the energy in there, I say, you know what I mean?
I would feel the same way. Like further like up you go, it's gonna be predominantly white, like any other corporation.
Mm-hmm.
I work in Oxon Hill. Everybody black for real.
Well, everybody in my joint is basically everybody in my joint black, but it's more black females than black males. And management is it's actually management. It's actually we only have one white guy in management. Actually, everybody's black. Everybody's black.
Yeah, my situation's a little different because it depends on the time of year and where I'm at and what location I'm in. But for the past 8 months, actually, I was the only black person at work. And then for like 3 months before Corona, it was probably like 50-50, like Marcus said. And then previous to that, which was crazy, it was all whites and Asians, man. Asians are taking over like the IT industry as well, and that's no prejudice type shit. Like they specifically study for that. And
Nah, they're not taking over. They been took over. They been had that shit.
they take a lot of the IT industry and the tech industry.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, that's it. I think it's a blessing to me because I feel like I like being able to see different cultures and how they think. Like I remember when and somebody said, like, tell me how you think. I would rather know how you think than for you to cover it up and me be wondering. And so it's just funny how some people like will talk and say stuff and they don't think it's prejudice or wrong or racist at all. And then when you call them out on it, they're like, "Dang, I got away with this for 40 years. You really you think you think that's wrong?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." Like, you can't say that. So yeah, I think it's cool, man. I like being able to converse with different cultures. I think it educates you on other people's perspective as well. And I'm not even talking about racial at this point. I'm just talking about how they operate, how they live, how they how they focus on their kids. How I was with Indian culture for a while, for a couple months. And their whole corporation was Indian, and so I just saw how they cater to their kids' education. Like they literally train 4 hours after school, just to get them prepped for like high school and college. Man, like it's crazy dynamic. I love it. I love taking bits and pieces of everything, so I could come up and decipher like how I'm gonna raise my son.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm the same way. At my jump, I'm the only black male. Like in my entire office, like we are starting to get a whole bunch more black women, but I'm legit like the only black male in my office. Like in our whole like building, of course, there's a whole bunch of black men, and like, but in my office, like I'm legit like the only black male. Like I feel like I'm the only one that can even like attempt to call somebody out on some of the dumb shit they're trying to bring about. Like they be having like these different little campaigns and everything like that, and it's just like sometimes like did y'all even think about how that was going to come out, like, or how that was going to translate with the community as well as like outside of our office? It's just crazy. Like, and then as you were saying, like even so, sometimes they say comments, and as well as like actually I know they're probably thinking it as well, but they say comments that they feel are either, I'll say, quote unquote, funny at the time, or they feel like they're just saying it in jest or just saying it like tongue in cheek. But at the same time, I know for a fact, sometimes that's truly how they believe.
Yeah.
Even as you think about it, like fucking Biden just came out and said in an interview with Charlemagne the God, but Biden just came out and was like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't vote for me, you're not black. Like, bruh. Huh?
I think that's tongue in cheek. What he said?
Son, I honestly don't think that's tongue in cheek. And the crazy part about it is Hillary did the same thing. And I don't know what that platform of the Breakfast Club does to people, but like Hillary came on that joke and literally came out and had like some hot sauce in her bag.
Yeah, that's like funny as fuck.
Yep.
Ain't that? But my thing about that is, ain't that why your boy got elected? You know what I'm saying? Trump, because I'm just tired of the political correctness and all that. And
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people receive it. Personally, I think it's just corny, and people like black
yeah,
people out their hands when they do shit like that. Like, oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
they one of us. They down and shit. But meanwhile, they like
Mm-hmm.
the worst ones out.
Yeah. That's why I like what P-Shack was saying. Some of would say, tell me what you think. I want to know how you think or whatever. And that's why I personally, I'd rather a down south racist, conservative racist, or liberal racist. I know you don't like me. I know you
Me
don't like
too.
me.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. I'd rather you have a flag in your front yard saying,
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
instead of
Me too.
doing some backdoor shit, locking people up, and you know what I mean?
Because
Bill
at
Clinton
least I
strike rule.
know where you stand. Like we ain't even got to fuck with each other, but at least I know, like the nigga, because the liberal race is gonna try to keep you close to him. He gonna try to act like your friend.
Mm-hmm.
The other nigga, like, nah, fuck you, and we cool. We can live. I live my life over here. You live your life over there. You know, and at least I know what's up with you if we ever cross paths. But then, like the liberal races, like, fuck
Eat
no,
off.
those are the worst niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You know, eat off.
Mm-hmm.
But now, as
Fuck Joe
far
Biden.
as that Joe Biden shit, when he said, but like even as far as that, when he said you ain't black because you don't vote for me, like what does he mean though? Like what was this context to that? You
So
know what I'm saying?
the context was Charlemagne apparently was giving like a great interview with him and was talking about like basically trying to figure out like identify and trying to figure out like what Joe Biden's plan was, literally just not even for like everybody, but fuck that, for the black community, and like how he was going to push the black initiative forward, like if he was going to have like a black woman VP, if he was going to elect a black woman or black person, I'm sorry, for the Supreme Court justice, and like basically like those initiatives and how he was going to move that forward. And then what I think happened, and I might be wrong, but what I think happened is like at that point in time, like Joe Biden's camp. I mean, like the conversation was going for a good period of time, but like Joe Biden had another scheduling conflict, so he had to like end this meeting or interview early. So what he was trying to do was he was trying to wrap up.
That's how
he was trying to wrap up the
You're not
interview.
black, boy.
As he was trying to wrap up the interview, Charlemagne was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I want you to come back. Like, I still got some more questions for you. Like I understand, I appreciate everything you were doing, but we still got, we got some more questions that we want to get into. And then like Joe Biden was like, well, if you have any problems, if you don't, I mean, if you have any more questions or anything like that, if you don't vote for me and you vote for Trump, then you're not black or some shit, like something along those lines. It wasn't.
So it sounds like he basically saying like based off my resume, like, you know what I'm saying, all the shit I've done for black people, like how you gonna be a black person and not vote for me after all I've done for y'all? Like that's kind of what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like he feel like his resume, you kind of feel like his resume speaks for itself. Like that's what it kind of sounds like. But it don't. You know,
it don't.
Saying, but
only thing we can really go with is
even within that though, like all right,
Barack.
Go ahead, Mark. What'd you say?
Well, I mean, but even within that though, like, all right, so is the problem that he's saying that black people, he's saying that he believes that black people should just vote for him? Is that the problem? Like he's saying like black people, y'all supposed to vote for me?
Yeah,
like,
that's the problem. Yeah,
that's what black folks do. They just go with the whoever's there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting to. Like, isn't that what we be saying anyway? Because I was always raised to believe that the black people were supposed to vote for the Democrats any damn way. So, but did he really say anything wrong? Like because I could talk to. I'll at least speak personally. My parents they Democrats. Like they not even open to they'll look at you crazy if you were a black person and you were Republican. And to be completely honest, I thought that way probably until I was probably like about 25 or some shit like that. I thought, like you supposed to 100%, if you black, you Democrat. So I mean, is he really that off? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just honest. I'm just asking.
But like, why are we? Not we. I mean, some of the people in this room, I don't know what everybody believes, but why are our parents or grandparents? Why are they brainwashed to feel that way?
Because they old and stuck in their ways. They came up during the civil rights and all that. The Republicans was definitely the ones back in the day, or still are, whatever, that's putting a foot on their neck.
Damn, you can't say that. It's too soon for that one.
You think so? You think it's too soon?
It's too soon for that one.
It's too soon. But they came up in the civil rights, dog. They came up in the civil rights. They came up in the civil rights times. Who was you voting for? Who was they voting for?
I mean, you voting for the same motherfuckers. They all related.
Hey, I will say this though. This is the same topic, but so I remember I forgot where I read this at, but they was talking about Coca-Cola and Pepsi back in the day. I think Coca-Cola was like they was like, why black people drink Pepsi, and they said the reason why black, it was some sort of political campaign that was like making it like Pepsi was the black people, because they like Pepsi like tied themselves to the civil rights movement.
Their advertising.
Pepsi tied their advertisement was tied to the civil rights movement, so therefore Pepsi became the black soda. So if you was black and drinking Coca-Cola, you wasn't for the people. But if you was drinking Pepsi, you was. So fast forward, they still do this shit. Because remember a few years ago, Miley, Skylie Jenner, whatever her name is, she did like that little march joint where it was like a racial riot, and she like walked in the middle of the riot and handed somebody a Pepsi. Y'all remember that shit?
Is that Super Bowl?
I think it was doing the Freddie Gray joint. Yeah. One of the Jenner girls, she did the same shit. She took a Pepsi and was like in the middle of the civil rights commercial and like handed the Pepsi in the middle of the joint. Like,
they canceled that.
That's the same shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, this shit is a fucking game, man.
Red and blue. Yep, I was gonna say that.
But I mean, that's what they make you do. They pull at your heartstrings. It's like watching Redskins and Cowboys. Like you ain't
same shit.
You on this side, they make you like bleed that shit. They make you like, I don't know, bro. It's too much. Like when you realize they
all right, Ben. All right,
the same team.
All right. So look, that right there is a trick within itself. Like, cause it's like, so the way you create a game, or you take like one how I put it, you take one like entity, and then you take two ends of the same. I'm like, try to stay with me. You take two ends of it, so it's like you got the one opposite polar, you got the other polar. But the truth is what makes them the same. So best way to describe it is like you have water, you have hot water, you have cold water, but what makes it like one is the fact that it's water. So like an NFL, you have NFL, right? And then you have Redskins, Cowboys, but the NFL is the entity. But they create, like the NFL, all right, this is the best way to describe it. The NFL say, I want to create a league. I'm going to make money off you niggas. So whether you're a Cowboys fan or you're a Redskins fan, the NFL is going to make money regardless, because they pulling off your heartstrings off the fact that you're a Redskins fan and you're a Cowboy fan. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like a trick. You know what I'm saying? So the NFL is like, I'm going to make this money off of creating opposition. So I'm going to create the Redskins and the Cowboys, and then the niggas in DC, we're going to call it DC Redskins because they love their city and that represents their city. So that's emotional. We're going to call the Texas niggas the Cowboys because they love their city and they're, and they want the Cowboys to represent them. That's emotional. Then we're going to have opposition, right? So then through that opposition, the NFL makes the money. They're the handler of the whole game. If that, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like that's kind of how like all this shit works. Politics is all the same. It's a fucking black and white. It's all the fucking same. It's like it's all two ends of the same spectrum, and there's one entity above both. That like whoever created, like there's a nigga out here who has a patent on race. You know what I'm saying? And he created race and was like, y'all niggas gonna fight against each other, and I'm gonna make money off of this shit. And Michael Jackson gonna come out with a song that say it don't matter if you black and white, and I'm gonna get money off that shit. And like it's gonna be shit like that. I'm telling you, like that's how this shit work, man. They be playing the fuck out of us, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is a game. That's crazy.
Like the corona?
Yeah, that shit too.
Don't get me started. I would say for overtime. But Biden's a piece of shit. If anybody don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. This is a fucked up
election. Did Kamala say anything?
So once again, we
like you could discredit Joe Biden just off of like one video, and they took it off of YouTube. But it was on YouTube probably like 5 years ago. It's called Creepy Joe Biden. This nigga's a straight up pedophile, bro. The way he like
little girls and shit.
I saw that he was like sniffing little girls and shit. It was weird.
It was like 20 minutes straight of that shit.
Weird shit.
For real?
Yeah.
So who we going? But who we gonna vote for as a culture? Because I feel like Biden just killed his whole shit with that comment.
So
and
I don't
we
think I
already
don't
don't fuck with Trump.
necessarily say he wanted. I don't want to say he necessarily killed it yet, because he did come back, and he came back with like a black agenda. I don't know the actual agenda. I read into it, but at the same time,
He's reading. It's a script.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. You know that for a fact, especially because he has a black woman. What's her name? Simone Sanders. Shepherd, something.
You got a bad wench, as they say.
But he got like a dope black woman. I think it was if I'm not mistaken, it might have been a girl that was on Bernie Sanders' campaign that was pushing him.
And that's why I think all this shit is fake. I'm sorry to cut you off. But that's
I want Bernie to win.
Fake. Why? Bernie Sanders was saying all the right shit, but he just bowed out gracefully. This shit is fake. This is the WWE.
No. But at the same time, yes, Bernie was saying all the right things, and then even if you want to go to it, Senator Elizabeth Warren actually had some good shit too. But like big money, as Marcus just said, big money is driving the shit, and if big money is pushing Joe Biden, big money is going to push Joe Biden, and I think that's what truly fuck us over. And the same way big money pushed Hillary Clinton. As opposed to pushing, and for the same, big money pushed Hillary Clinton at the same time that Bernie said he wasn't trying to take money from big money. Big corporations or big organizations.
Really run this shit. The big corporations. That's who really run this shit.
Really,
politicians.
You really need.
They be all in these niggas' pockets. They be all in these niggas' pockets.
But I'm saying, do you really need big money if you got like the internet behind you? Like, if you really had like.
That's a good question. I've been asking myself that too.
All the impoverished people, like there's more impoverished people than there is rich people that's going to go vote. So like, why do you really need big money?
Oh, because big money, they drive the big money. They drive the social engineering. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like if it came down to Bernie or Biden would have like washed his ass in like some debates.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that he bowed out gracefully, like it's all fake to me. This shit is all fake.
But at the same token, like I think a lot of them bowed out so gracefully because I think, and this is just my perspective, like what I think they did, we had like, there were like 20 Democratic like candidates that were literally pushing for the opportunity to run and be on the ballot for the presidency. And like literally they were having debate stages what seemed like weekly or bi-weekly where the niggas was just like pushing and talking about, I'm going to find out all your dirt. And when you find out all my dirt, I'm going to air it at the next segment, the next debate. And then like literally we're just going to fuck ourselves over as a it seemed like as a community, as a society, as a Democratic Democratic vote. Yeah, as a Democratic Party, like we're gonna fuck all ourselves over because literally we're arguing and pitting ourselves and airing all our dirty laundry to the Republicans. And now I hope the concede portion from Bernie was just like, all right, well, if I concede the shit, maybe we don't air out as much dirty laundry as that could possibly be in our closets, or and then all of a sudden, like now we have one candidate we can push. Hopefully, we can push to across the finish line, as opposed to like keep fighting each other. And then when we do finally get to the finish line, we all wore down from battling ourselves for 15 rounds.
But what's dirtier than creepy Joe Biden? If anybody's seen that.
Yeah. Say that again.
Trump.
What's dirtier than creepy Joe Biden? That video.
Shit, fucking Candyman.
Nah.
Him and Trump, same, one and the same.
No, they not. Bro. They not.
Hey, whole time. Hey, this shit do seem like off some purge shit, and like that, like the purge shit. Like I don't know,
like a scary movie.
Yeah, like this shit like legit seemed like we living in a scary movie, like the purge. Like literally, like at one point in time, like we all locked in our house right now, and then all of a sudden, like they're gonna ring a fucking bell, and then they're gonna be like, all right, bet, like this is the time for everybody to come outside, and if you stay inside, then there are no penalties or whatever the fuck. Hey, that was a scary movie.
Yeah, it's what more scary is like how comfortable with like how we in this shit now.
Yeah, because if you think about it, 40 million people are unemployed, man. Think about how many people that's
How
like
many?
not living off of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
40.
and that's estimated numbers from people filing for unemployment. There's probably still more. Like you mean to tell me these motherfuckers that don't got money for the past 3-4 months ain't gonna come and try to fucking take from other people? That's the whole that's the nature. That's the nature of life, bro. When you struggling, 40 million people, like you mean to tell me ain't nobody plotting right now?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. The summer's gonna be bad.
This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
You feel it sometimes when you walk through, like, well, for me.
I don't think it's gonna be too bad in PG though. I don't think it's gonna be too bad in PG though.
me.
We still one of the richest black counties. I don't know if we're number one still or not, but
So why wouldn't people come to it?
That means
no. I'm thinking they're going somewhere else. They're going somewhere else like Moco. They're going to Moco where they got all that. They got all that food stash and everything. Don't come mess with my little freezer. Don't come mess with my freezer, dog.
You right.
I got a couple little steaks in there.
So what y'all think? As far as we was talking about the Purge and scary movies, what y'all think is like the top 3, 4, or you might even have 5 on your list, all time horror movies?
I don't give a fuck. I'm going Candyman.
I'm gonna go with I was gonna say Candyman, definitely number 1 for me. That joint, like, I don't think I've even watched that whole movie to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got fucked. That movie fucked me up as a kid. I don't think I ever attempted to watch it again.
Facts.
Yeah, and for real, the scene that fucked me up in that movie was when the little boy went to the bathroom and he killed the little boy in the bathroom. Like, that shit. I just remember, like, the little boy, like, saying, like, "Oh, I gotta pee," and I remember being a kid, like, being able to relate to the little boy, like, having to go use the bathroom when he with his mom and shit like that. Didn't need to have that way. They said he killed him. That shit fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? And then I think they went into the bathroom and it was like all the bees in the toilet and shit. Like, that shit fucked me up, that movie. And the other movie for me, I was gonna say Pet Sematary. I don't know which one. I don't know if it was the first or the second one. It was the one where the one kid turned into like a zombie, and then he took his like a dirt bike or motorcycle, and he ran the kid's face over with the motorcycle. Now that scene right there had me fucked up. Cause you can hear the kid screaming, and then like his fucking like face fragments is shooting back up at him, and like I was like, that shit is fucked up. But those is my 2 joints, yeah. Pet Sematary and Candyman, those are my joints.
Yeah, flat out, I'm going Candyman. Like, I still, and as Marcus just said, I still got one of them fucking horror stories. Like, we was down in Virginia with my cousins and shit, and like legit, we just finished watching Candyman, and niggas was like, all right, bet everybody gonna go in the bathroom and say Candyman 3 times, and then I see you could stay in that bitch
5 times.
So I'm in that bitch with my brother. I'm in the house, like all the parents, all the adults are gone. I'm in the joint, and then my brother and cousins and shit was like, all right, bet it's your turn. Go in the bathroom. Went in the bathroom, closed the door, locked the door, said the shit 3 times. All of a sudden, these niggas locked me in the bathroom. That was it. I don't watch scary movies no more for the rest of my life.
You for real don't watch scary movies no more?
Not for real. I don't get myself personally. I can watch. I watch some scary movies, but I don't get pleasure out of being scared. So I'm not about to. I'm not going to pay money to be scared or like. That's just me. I don't want to be paid.
I'm a movie buff. So I like watching scary movies, and I feel like the scary movies that have came out like in the past couple of years have been kind of like soft. Like I definitely want to see like good scary movies that I haven't seen yet. But one thing that sticks in my head is The Exorcist. Like I can't get past the original Exorcist. Just because when I first saw it, I think I was a teenager, and that shit was just it felt so weird, so real. Like that shit was like authentic as fuck, man. And it was and you know they the steps over there that they filmed is over in DC.
Georgetown.
Yeah, Georgetown. So it's like it's a little realness to it.
The story came from Greenbelt though, I think.
Yeah, like I read up on that shit. Like that, I don't know if y'all actually believe in that shit, but people can be possessed.
Yeah.
And
I think most of them exorcists. I think most of them was based off like true stories or whatever.
yeah,
Most
like
of them.
You said people can be possessed.
if you really look it up, they
Yeah,
still
hell yeah.
they still practice exorcisms to this day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Nah, niggas can conjure spirits and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it can be all the way real. Like, nigga, we do that shit every day. You know what
but to
I'm
that
saying?
point,
To be honest with you, like spirits pass through us, drinking alcohol and shit. You said what though?
to that
What you
point,
say?
my other movies was called The Conjuring.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I feel like that joint.
That's a good one. Oh, I like that.
That joint. I was sleeping on it because nobody told me about it. And then when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this shit getting good." Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that's like a little bit comical, but I feel like they took that shit like all the way to the 10th level because of how the ending was The Cabin in the Woods. I'm not sure if y'all remember that joint, but it was crazy because
Which one was that?
The Cabin in the Woods.
Wait, is it Cabin? I remember Cabin Fever.
Nah,
That shit was scary as shit. But I don't know if it's the same joint though.
Nah, that's different joint. That's different joint.
I remember Cabin Fever was fucked up. That movie was sick.
That shit was crazy. It was like every different type of evil entity.
Oh yeah. I remember that joint. Okay, it was like some futuristic type joint.
Yeah, but it was like horror mixed with like adventure. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass it because I got more, but I'm gonna just pass it so I won't mention everybody else's.
Shit.
Yeah, I used
All right.
hold on. I used to spend a lot of
Yeah,
time over my grandmother's house when I was a kid. So like all my older cousins was like movie buffs, and my grandmother had like she used to get all these bootleg junks on VHS. She had like a whole walk-in closet full of VHS. So like there's no like 80s or 90s scary movie I didn't see. Some stuff fucked me up. Like back then was like Pumpkinhead.
Mm-hmm.
Scanners.
2 and 3.
Scanners. Eraserhead.
Eraserhead.
To like fast forward, Halloween, like the first couple of Halloweens, those scared the shit out of me.
The Michael Myers joints?
Yeah, because the nigga was so fucking persistent.
Nah, when he punched that one black dude's head off on the roof, that shit fucked me up because he was black. See, because he was black, so I was like, you know what I'm saying? See, when you were a kid, you be connecting to these characters. So I like,
that was Jason.
Punched
That was
black
Jason.
dude's head off. I thought that was Jason. Okay.
That was Jason. Jason goes to Manhattan or New York or some
Harlem.
shit.
That was Harlem, I think.
Yeah. When he punched that black dude's head off, I lost hope. You know, I was like, damn, I thought the black dude was gonna get him.
Even the Jason, all that Crystal Lake shit, because she had like a trailer, like a vacation trailer, and like the sticks of Virginia, like almost damn near like Spotsylvania County and shit. She used to have a lake out there, and we used to play the videos out there. We call that shit Crystal Lake. That shit used to scare the shit out.
But yeah, I used to go down there and watch the videos.
Right. Like
y'all tripping, like nigga. You was really trying to be scared. You was really trying to be scared.
I had no choice. I was like the younger out of the oldest. And then, like,
I was really trying to be scared.
Paul said they don't really make like good scary movies now, but like, lately, I forgot who's the director. His name is Ari Aster, he did The Witch. He did Hereditary. Those are two scary movies.
The Witch was good.
See, I gotta watch The Witch because I heard that was really good. But the Hereditary shit, I can't watch the kids.
That joint was dope.
The kid possessed type stuff no more because it's just.
It wasn't kids for real. It was the white
kids. I can't do kids, man.
It was the white.
That's in my head.
I'm gonna say, all right. So since we go on the early movies, I would probably go with I'd probably say Michael Myers, definitely the Halloween joints, because you could not kill us, Bama. He was coming. He was coming for you.
Shit too.
Same time frame, I say Michael Myers, Jason, and Freddy. You know, because you can definitely Freddy. Because you go to sleep, you're gonna get your ass. You can't even go to sleep. Moving a little forward, I say Hellraiser, Pinhead. That Bama was That Bama was crazy. Nah, I ain't gonna say the Leprechaun. The Leprechaun was more comical to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. Freddie Cobb was funny too, though, for real.
Who?
Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah. He always had some little
When you watch him when
punchlines.
he's older, he had like a sense of humor the whole time.
Yeah, he always had some punchlines. It was dope when they finally did the Freddy vs. Jason. I was geeked to go see that in the theaters.
Freddie used to get fucked up though a lot.
He did. Yeah, he did. What after that joint? What after that joint? Well, I'm gonna say recently, what was the joint? Black Jason, what's his name? Pill did. What did he do? What Pill do? Not the Us joint. The Us joint was good, but the joint
Get Out.
Get Out. The Get Out. I thought that joint was just like it wasn't really scary, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? It made
It's
you
more
think.
real.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I like that summer joint. The summer joint. Y'all was talking about the witch. The summer joint.
The summer.
The Somar or Somar. You know what I'm talking about?
Summer.
It was based off the what is it, the how they do that witch stuff out there? I forget what they call it. Whatever. Shit. And then a silent place, a quiet place. I thought that shit was dope. A Quiet Place. I thought that shit was dope. I still didn't see the second one yet. I ain't see the second one yet. I'm waiting for that to come on my little bootleg app so I can watch it for free. That joint's dope. The first one is dope. Yeah, like that joint.
Hey, y'all remember Tales from the Hood?
Oh yeah. Tales from the Crypt was a real
scared
joint.
of that shit when I was young. Tales from the Hood. That shit was scary to me.
The first one.
And in the Michael Jackson Thriller video, when I was little, that shit was scary as shit to me. The Michael Jackson, I could not watch that. I used to like avoid looking at the TV when that video used to come on. Young. That Thriller video was scary.
You ever seen Dr. Giggles? Back in the day, Dr. Giggles?
What's that?
That was like back in the Jason, Michael Myers times or whatever. It was just a crazy doctor that used to just, you think you going in for a simple operation or something, or you got your ass fucked up or whatever. He taking your arm off and some other shit.
Was it a movie or was it a TV series or something like that?
No, it was a movie. It was a movie. Dr. Giggles. A couple of them joints. You know, Bama used to have a couple of sequels back in the day. Damn, what else was out there joint? Shit. I know y'all done seen some movies. What else? What other scary joints y'all done seen?
What you think about the Blair Witch, you know?
Oh yeah.
I think that joint wasn't that joint like local?
Yeah, that joint put Maryland
it's
on the map. It was tough.
It's Burkittsville, Maryland and shit. That shit is like it's like going towards West Virginia. Like if you going to West Virginia, you like go drive by that joint.
The first joint was tough. The second joint was whack. The third joint was dope. Did y'all see the last joint? The third one?
It was scary because I thought it was real, but then I read it was fake, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But I still had that question in the back of my mind when I first seen that joint. I was like, I don't know, dog.
But it's crazy how like when you a kid, your imagination is so like fucking strong. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember like when that joint came out, I used to like picture the witch outside my window and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they said, especially because they said the joint was in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just felt like it was close to home. Yeah. So it was just like that. That's the reason why that joint got to me, because they said it was in Maryland.
One of the dudes lived in Forest Glen.
For real?
Yeah.
I feel like the Saw series was dope, but that was more like
just gore.
Gory type joint.
Yeah, that shit was dope though. That shit was dope. I seen all of them though.
None of y'all said It. The first It.
I ain't see it.
It did, yeah. The It one. Well, I ain't gonna. Now it's It 1 and It 2, but the first, because it came on two different VHSs back then. So yeah, that joint was dope. That joint was dope. The first It. That shit got me.
Y'all ever had any like actual scary encounters yourself, or something that you would say that somebody wouldn't believe?
Yeah, I already said the shit on here.
What?
I looked under the door, like the lady used to give me candy and shit, and I was living in an apartment building. I was probably like 5 or 6. I looked under the door, Like I knocked on the door, and nobody answered, and I looked on the door, and there's a set of eyes looking at me, like right back.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was last episode.
She was like 80 years old, so it was like no way, like she was getting her old ass.
Why she didn't look out the people?
Right.
That would have fucked me up.
Just get
What did y'all like that Signs joint? The Mel Gibson joint, the Alien joint, the Signs?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. That wasn't really a scary joint though.
Ooh, what about 16 Ghosts?
Oh,
I remember that joint. Yeah.
That's a sleeper too.
That's all right.
That's a sleeper.
That go with Hell House and all that shit.
It's like it was all personal shit. Like the side of you gotta deal with.
Yeah. That was a joint where he was going around collecting ghosts or whatever, and he put them in that glass house or some shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit was tough. Wow. Then we came up on some good scary movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer. What the fuck else?
Scream. They're supposed to be bringing Scream back.
They bringing Scream back. I don't know. I fell off after the second joint. After the second, I was like, all right, y'all doing too many. Y'all doing too much. Jeepers Creepers was dope. You know that nigga coming back. The Cicadas is coming back, so that nigga coming back.
Yeah, number 2.
You said the
Cicadas out here. Yeah, it's 17 every 17 years, dog.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I done heard that the Cicadas was coming back for like every year for like the past.
So what was that? 2004, right?
Has it been 17 years?
2004.
Yeah, for the Cicadas is every 17
What year was the last time they came?
2021.
Oh, they coming next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, 17 years passed that fast, huh? Mm-hmm. God damn. Yeah, that don't feel like it was that long ago.
I mean, it's old.
I was walking to school at that time. I was walking to school, and this is my senior year, and I would have a 2-liter bottle, and I'm just like this.
That's how it was. them joints would be all low on you and shit. You wouldn't even know.
Mm-hmm. It was like this much, like in the gutter, like just dead bodies of cicadas.
Yeah, they used to be, but they died. Them joints died so easily though. Like you can like flip them bitches and they just die. Like that shit's crazy.
Wow, bro. If you had like no idea like of what they were, and like that's like your first time in this area, you probably like it was like the plague.
Yeah.
But you know what happened?
They're harmless though.
You know what happened to me during that time? Like I think it was that whole fucking year, and I think it kind of merged into the next summer too. But if you had your windows down, oh God, do not have your windows down and don't have a convertible because you will fucking pull over just to get one of them things out of your car, bro.
Mm-hmm. They're like a D battery just with wings and just flying.
And they can't see, so they just smack you in the face.
I know, man. Damn. Here they come. They're coming back.
Coming back. All the girls gonna be inside.
Synthetic hair. Styles and nigga.
That band with Chris, you remember that band with Chris from Bowie? That band said he had wrecked his parents' brand new Cadillac because it's cicada within that joint.
For real?
Wrecked that joint.
I believe that.
All white junk.
I believe it.
Damn.
Wrecked that joint.
I believe that shit, man. God. Man, that was 17 years ago. Shit.
Damn. Them shits only in like, are they, I mean, is it indigenous to our area or is it like all over?
Nah, I think we get it the worst. Like this area gets the worst.
Yeah, I think it's just every 17 years though. Cause I remember going like to North Carolina for the summer or whatever to go with my grandmamas or whatever. There's kids out there every damn summer. You hear them motherfuckers every damn summer or whatever. Yeah. But out here, like every 17, them joints is everywhere.
Them bitches used to be loud too. I do remember that now that you said it. To be loud.
It's like a ring.
I remember my boy Diedrich in the Air Force, but his grandpops, RIP. I remember his grandpops when I used to go over that joint, he used to be sitting under the tree or whatever, and them damn cicadas just be flying around him. I was like, damn, you're not gonna go inside? You're not gonna go inside? The bitch just flying around, hitting you in the face and shit. Yeah, them cicadas is fucking serious out here. When it is that 17th year, they be out here. I think they underground or whatever and come up.
Yeah, I think they live underground.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're talking about a repetition and the cicadas coming back, anybody ever experienced deja vu?
For sure, like, a lot of times, bro. A lot of.
Yeah. It's nothing specific that I can remember at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, a lot of the times you might be dreaming something or whatever, and I get up. It usually happens like it ain't gonna happen like right away. It usually happens like a month down the road or some shit, or whatever. I'm like, oh damn, I dreamed. I know I dreamed. I seen this shit before. What the fuck? But ain't no type of premonition type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
It would just be a feeling, like it'd be a feeling, be like, damn, has this happened before? Like it just, I can't even think of any specific time. It's just a feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or sometimes you'll have something and be like, damn, did this happen in a dream or some shit like that? Like you'll feel like you had a moment and be like, hold on, this shit, I dreamt about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely had those experiences.
Like shit, and like as Margaret said, like legit, I feel like I'm actually like looking outside of my body, looking back into my body, like bruh, I think we've been in this situation before. But yeah, definitely.
And so the crazy part about it, Alex and Mark, is like, I know we talked about like out of body experience, and we even touched on Marcus was talking about being reborn and stuff like that. And so it's crazy to think that your mind has already been through something like that. You know what I mean? But it's like it has to be something tied to it. We just don't know what it is. But just to that point specifically, I've encountered it like at amusement parks, which is the weirdest thing ever. Like I've been in this same exact situation, and there's fucking 100 million square feet in this amusement park, but I can see myself being here, like in this same step and thinking about exactly what I was thinking about. It's crazy. But one thing that made me made my like my hair on the back of my neck stand up and all of that shit was when I was in it was Romania. So I was in Romania, and I've never been there before. I didn't know what to expect. And I remember being a part of, it was like this festival that they were having. And so it was like, you know, people doing food here. Like people was try this, try that. And it was the weirdest thing. I was standing still and I was just taking everything in. And I was like, man, like I feel like I've been here before. It was crazy because I was like, I know I've never physically been here before. I was like, how do I don't understand. I can't explain it. But this is making me, just talking about this topic is making me want to like research deja vu a little bit more.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Have you ever met somebody just in a random encounter and you felt like you knew that person or you felt like you met them before, and it's like a familiarity, like, man, you know what I'm saying? You can't even explain it. It's just a feeling. You're like, man, I feel like I probably known this person in the past life. You know what I'm saying? It's just a feeling. You know what I'm saying? I can't explain it.
Yeah, like no bull.
There's been times where I've had deja vu, and I was realizing I was having deja vu of a deja vu before. Like twice.
Yeah.
Like I've had this feeling before, 2 times before.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest shit.
Yeah. And so one thing I'm gonna just say about this too, and I've been doing this for maybe just like a year. I don't know why I'm 30 something and I haven't been doing this, but your dreams translate to what's in your mind and your heart. And one thing that I realize is that, especially if you have the same dream more than once, it's something that you should like be aware of, because you know when you wake up, that dream could disappear from your mind totally. But if you're like actively like, you know, writing shit down, or like, what does this mean? Or like if you had a same dream 3 or 4 times and just one thing changes, like I've been in that mode where like if something does happen like that, I'm like, you know what? My mind's not gonna tell me this shit for no reason. Like, why am I dreaming about this? You know?
Like no bullshit. Like, and this might sound stupid and weird, but like I used to do that shit like weekly before basketball games growing up playing rec ball. Like not even like middle school, high school. I'm talking about like age 9 and 10. Like, and I would dream about shit, and then all of a sudden, like the next day will be a game, and like I would be able to like pinpoint exactly like where I was in the dream, where exactly the defense was, and like how like I was supposed to like how I hesitated on my shot, and the reason I hesitated on my shot was because I seen the shit before and the night before. Like that shit's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you might have like a fucking telepathy, or you might have some shit that you never tapped into. I'm not even lying. Like I think everybody got like some sort of spiritual gift and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we just we never get to develop it. You know what I mean? And like you said, you was doing this shit like as a kid, like it was nothing. And I can even say like just now, like as an adult, I can tell when I was younger, I had like a stronger, that same shit, you know what I'm saying? Like my imagination was stronger. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like that shit was way stronger than it is. And you can feel it, you know what I mean? So that's crazy.
Paul, you was talking about writing it down. You ever heard of like when you first wake up and you supposed to just get up and just write down in your journal or whatever the hell what you was dreaming or whatever, so you don't forget that shit.
Yeah. I heard about that, and I the funny thing about it is I've heard about it, but I've never done it myself. Like I always like try to remember it and then like think what happened, you know, to my significant other. But I've never like written it down just so if something similar to that happens again, I could like be like, oh, this happened during this time where I was going through this, and you know what I'm saying. So I just think just being more aware of how your mind is thinking, especially when you're not even awake.
Yeah.
Have you ever was in a dream and you ever like went to sleep in your bed and like woke up like and you were still dreaming, like you woke up from a dream but you were still in a dream? Like has that ever happened to you before?
Yeah.
Like or even another example of that is in Stranger Things, when they go into that what's it called, the other world,
underneath world.
What's it called?
Underneath.
Yeah, underneath world. Like have you ever woken up like and you were in the same exact spot but you was like dreaming? You know what I'm saying? Like you woke up out of it, like you left your body, you know what I'm saying, in your dream, if that makes sense. Like in your dream, and then you was like living, in dream world, but you was like in the real world. Like your room was exactly how it was when you went to sleep. Everything was still the same, but you was dreaming, you know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy.
And be totally conscious of it.
Yeah, that's probably only happened to me like once or twice, but and this was after Stranger Things, so I was like, damn, that same shit. That's why I resonated with that little world, because I was like, damn, it was like the same shit, but like in a different world. Like goddamn, that's some real shit.
This they call her 11 though. Like that number is so like, I don't know.
They dropping another one this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They're coming out with another one this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I've been watching Ozark. Yeah, that's my shit. I definitely was late to it. I was late to it, but that's my shit.
Did y'all see the Dark?
I haven't finished season 3 yet, though. I'm like on episode 4.
Yeah, I watched that.
You seen that joint? I think it's like a German or some shit or whatever. Yeah, that joint is dope. It remind me of the Stranger Things type joint.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Series.
It's wild. A lot of that shit say 1986, don't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what y'all talking about?
It's called The Dark.
Oh no, I ain't never heard of that.
Marcus, you gotta get on.
It's a Netflix joint.
It's a series.
Yeah, I know. I only be watching. I be like late on everything.
I think it's a more darker version of Stranger Things. I think it's a darker version of Stranger Things.
Is it teenagers? It's teenagers.
Kinda.
It's a mix. It's a mixture.
Okay.
All right, it's only one season.
And it's about like time travel and shit. That shit is fucking dope. No, was it like, I think it's like 2 or 3. Is it 2 or 3 seasons?
It's 2.
Oh, all right.
2. Yeah, because season 3 is about to come out. Yeah, it's a Netflix joint. This shit is dope. The Dark, and I think it's like a German or one of them motherfuckers. It's a German type joint or whatever. But they got the English. You can get it in the English language or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Put it in the English joint. This shit is dope. The Dark. Watch it.
Hey, Remy, you ever watched The Miracle at St. Anne?
Yeah.
Spike Lee?
I got the DVD.
That joint pretty dope, man. I watched that again like yesterday. It was. I was like, damn, this is like Spike Lee is a beast, bro.
Yeah. He just gotta do more.
Hey, did y'all think Chirac was trash?
Yeah.
For real, was it that bad? I didn't think it was that bad. I was kind of into it when I was watching it.
I ain't seen it.
I felt like it was a bunch of symbolism and like, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to decode what the movie was when I was watching it.
Yeah. I don't know.
That joint was getting trashed though. Like overall, it seemed like everybody said it was, you know, it's a general consensus it was ass.
Because
how everybody.
I think wasn't that the joke that turned out to be basically like a musical? Am I tripping?
Yeah, it turned into it was a music. It was like a musical. Yeah.
Chirac?
Yeah, that shit was a musical.
I think that's the only reason why. I mean, like, I think that's
probably what it was. Yeah.
If I had to write reviews about it, that would have been why. Like everything that was in there, it was everything that was in there was relevant, but at the same time, it just like
threw niggas off. Yeah.
I'm waiting for that Tenet to come out. Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, is that the joint with Denzel Washington, son?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to see that joint. And that new Candyman.
No.
That new Candyman.
No.
Jordan Peele produced.
But that's Candyman's like gonna be like in November or some shit.
Nope.
You ain't gonna see that joint, say you ain't gonna see that joint. I know. I still think twice. I'm 33 years old. I still think twice about saying that shit 5 times in a minute.
The commercial made it seem like the dude who was trying to like find out Candyman was killing people and he realized like he got possessed by the spirit, some shit like that. That's what at least that's how the preview made it seem like he got possessed.
Yeah, y'all gonna make me watch Candyman again.
You know what's wild? You know what's wild? That we can say Bone Thugs and like 3-6 Mafia used to do like invoke spirits and shit in their music.
I ain't surprised with that. I ain't surprised at all. But I would say definitely 3-6 Mafia. Oh, that music, when you were listening to their music, it felt like you was like it felt dark, like it felt evil. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just, especially the white dude, for some reason his music just really used to feel really fucking dark. Lil White, you know what I'm saying?
I never really liked him. But,
yeah.
I like one song I like.
I used to listen to 3-6 heavy at one point. I used to listen to them niggas real heavy.
Didn't we all go to for homecoming? Didn't we all go see 3-6? I think Lil Wayne was out here and shit. We went to Howard. I swear to God, I went to Howard. One of y'all motherfuckers, at least one.
But the funny thing about 3-6 though, they whole shit was called Hypnotized Minds. Right. All their music was chants and chanting. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at that shit. I'm just like, all right, these niggas definitely trying to get niggas to like be evil as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they literally call their music Hypnotized Minds, or they record label Hypnotized Mind, and all they shit was shoot that bitch. Beat that nigga. Like, that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Just over and over and over again. So that shit was wild. Them beats was fire, though.
Am I tripping? Or didn't they do, like, wasn't they, like, profound with the screwed and chopped shit, too?
Yeah.
Chopped and screwed. Chopped and screwed.
Yeah. And they called themselves 3-6 Mafia at that. 666.
The thing was, they was beefing with Bone Thugs, too. And, like, both of them beefing. Like the same type of like I mean Bone Thugs had songs and was talking. I wish Brown was on this joint right now. But
I know, right? You can't have a conversation without him.
He's the biggest Bone Thugs like I don't know fan there is. But
I think even 3-6 had like a record that you would play backwards for like 15 seconds and it would say some like demonic type shit, man. Like I was like, man, people really take their time to like, you know what I'm saying, put like messages in songs, and nobody has no idea about that shit.
No, but they say your like subconscious mind picks up on messages that you can't even like consciously, or you may not be consciously aware of. They literally say your subconscious mind is like open. It's like your open mind. So anything that you watch, anything that you see, anything, it absorbs everything. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. Like you're the shit that you're not aware of, your subconscious mind is aware of it all. You know what I mean? It's like that type of shit.
Yep.
Only just like talk about playing with the Ouija board and shit. So did miss.
I was like,
Nope.
nope.
Not over here. Nah, I think that's more for white folks. Honestly, I don't know no black person that ever fucking with no Ouija board.
Nah, I've been at some parties where with some black folks fucking with the shit.
Oh shit!
Are you kidding?
Oh, for real? I ain't never seen that shit before.
Like, I mean, yeah. I was high school, early college, and niggas just like, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I don't necessarily want to say like we
in PG County.
We seen that shit was in the movies, but like, be like over the board and playing that shit, and
Hey, but
I'm done.
But it's crazy, even between like all that like weird demonic shit they was doing, like them niggas still had some fire ass mixtapes though, like 3-6. Like I don't think people talk about their mixtape series, but they shit was hard. Like I know, and my favorite member out 3-6 was Project Pat, and that nigga used to have some classic mixtapes, man. Mr. Don't Play, that joint. That was his album, as a matter of fact. I don't think that was a mixtape. That was his album, but either fucking way, like all them 3-6 niggas had some fire ass mixtapes though.
I think one of the best mixtapes. I think how much credit he get for it, but y'all said it earlier. Y'all said Cabin Fever earlier, but that Wiz Fever jump, that shit went hard. Like I think it was only like 9 songs.
Wiz had some shit. Wiz had a nice little mixtape run too, though. I feel like
prominent jump.
You said what?
Pushing OJ is like the most prominent mixtape probably ever.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what I was about to get at, because with Wiz, it was like Wiz would drop a mixtape. It was like, you know, like niggas waiting outside for Jordans type shit. Like it wasn't like just everybody when like his mixtapes when he would drop that shit was like an event. It was like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was taking off work just to go listen to that shit and smoke. It was like that type of shit. Like that's how how it was.
Yeah, he picked up after Weezy. He picked up after Wayne.
See, that's what I was about to say. I think for this conversation, for this mixtape classic conversation, I think we have to leave Lil Wayne out because, like, I think
you can't.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I think
Mixtape King,
like
mixtape
literally,
King.
like the catalog of mixtapes was just like so terrific. Like
their albums.
I think that's the only reason I said it, because like I think almost all them jokes was like so much of a classic. Like it's tough to even like put some of the other mixtapes or some of the other jokes in that same category, because like we said, like Lil Wayne was dropping them jokes. It would be 20 songs and every last one of them jokes would be a banger, and it would be hit after hit.
He murdered everybody's beat. Everybody's.
So that's the funny thing.
No question. There's no question.
You would hear his version of the song in the club before you.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
That's how he killed it.
He made all them shits better too. And the crazy thing about him, he would rap on like the party rappers beats, like the dance snap rappers beats, and he just spit fire on them joints and make them all better. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to listen to the song when them niggas did it, but when Wayne was on them beats, the niggas just took it to a whole.
Yep.
The prefix, the suffix,
but
all that shit.
Dedication 2 was like head and shoulders
2, 3, 4
of any like mixtape that like came out around that time.
I know. That's the reason I don't want to include him in this talk. Like he set the bar here for mixtapes and shit, and like.
Well, you gotta throw Jeezy in there.
Yeah,
Jeezy definitely had a strong,
he had a couple
mixtape run. Can't Ban the Snowman probably top 10 to top 15.
we was running that joint for a couple.
Mixtape. Can't Ban the Snowman, and he had some other shit before that was might even been like right in that conversation.
Trap or Die.
Yeah, Trap or Die.
Oh yeah, that Trap or Die was sick.
Yeah.
Trap or Die.
I'm still banging with the Fabulous Soul Tape series too. That whole
Soul Tape series, yep.
Yeah.
Especially number one, how he kicked off.
Yeah.
I'm
And
writing all these shits down because I'm working out all these bitches.
The Wayne and Joel Santana jump.
They ain't do it.
No, they did that joint. Y'all remember that joint? They had the. I remember
they
the one song I remember
they
was
did a handful of songs.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a true jump like a full.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was just like somebody just had some songs and put it together.
What was that Jules Santana jump? Back Like Cooked Crack. That makes
Yeah,
that
shit was. That shit was. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, he had a nice little run too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Shit.
Another job.
Gucci had one. Gucci might be a mixtape king too.
Yeah.
Nah,
he up there. Gucci was like dropping nonstop for some years.
His mixtape is better than his albums.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of them be though.
I think when we was coming up in the music or whatever, listening to music, listening to all the mixtapes or whatever, I think definitely Wayne got it. But for us, I think it's gonna fuck us up with picking a mixtape anyway. Because when we was coming up, it was about the fucking battles. Niggas was battling and shit. You had what was it? Fucking 50 Cent. 50 Cent, them niggas, G Unit battling the Locks and all them niggas. You had
Tape as like the platform to do that shit.
Yeah, Smack DVD. It was I don't know. It ain't really no mixtapes out here like that. That got me wanting to be out here. Yeah, I need to download this joint right now.
Because they be albums now. Like it don't really be mixtapes no more. It's like mixtapes would be albums for real.
Yeah, or now they switching it out to being EPs or whatever the fuck, LPs or whatever the fuck too. But another jump, and this might just be my personal too, but the Wale mixtape about nothing and the 11-1-11 theory, the jump, the 11 theory where he was talking about
the Lauren joint. That Lauren mixtape is super underrated.
Yeah, I think Wale's one of those guys that's truly underrated. I know he
is underrated.
Underrated.
I just get like his music be really dedicated. Like it be dedicated to females for the most part, so it'd be hard to listen to. But as far as his like when he just be rapping, like his just overall rapping, like and his mixtapes, I can do them shits.
Yeah, I can't listen to his shit on the radio though. I should be.
Nah, not at all.
You can say Meek then.
Not at all.
Ron, it's tough. Meek mix right.
Oh yeah, that Dream the Night Boy.
Yeah,
because that was a mixtape too. That jump that got the whole. Phil's not here, but Phil would love this shit. The Eagles title run shit.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Yeah.
Actually, matter of fact, outside of Weezy anyway, I think the last best mixtape I heard was So Far Gone, Drake joint. The Drake joint. That joint was tough, dog. You don't even get up and leave, dog. That joint was tough. Chopped and screwed. That joint was tough.
Shit, Kendrick Lamar, the Section 80 joint. That's a classic.
Yeah.
And what's that joint? What was the name of the album or the mixtape he had where it was like an alien on the front page? On highly overly dedicated. That Kendrick Lamar joint. Yeah, those are two classics to me.
Yeah.
Chance Acid Rap joint was I mean not necessarily a classic in the same token as like some of the other joints that we named it, but Chance Acid Rap joint was tough too for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
thing. Like back in the day, like niggas would get their mixtapes off, and that would like build their following, and then that's when you get the album. But the thing that used to make the people fall in love with you was your mixtapes. But like now, like the mixtapes is kind of dead now. So it's like now we just get niggas just rolling out with the album off the break. You know what I'm saying?
Mixtapes and music,
and they be famous. they be famous and be gaining their following off of different shit that's not music, and then they just drop an album.
Off of one song and shit too.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna piggyback
off one song. Exactly, it'd be one song.
I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said, Marcus. And Nicki Minaj mixtapes was fire, bro. They was fire. When she started going mainstream, I couldn't fuck with it.
I don't think I listened to one.
But she was rapping, and that's what it is, because she was with Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So Wayne like kind of motivated. She was rapping like that nigga for real, like when it was early. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They was going toe for toe on some of them songs. But another joint, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates.
I never liked Kevin Gates.
Some bangers. He had some bangers.
Why you ain't like Kevin Gates, man?
Come on. It was just, I don't know. It was just because, look, I came up off of Wayne and all that shit, and you coming out here with your little tats on your face and all that shit. All right.
Did you hear his mixtapes, Corey, or just his album?
That's what I'm saying. I've heard. I couldn't even tell you what songs I've heard, but the songs that I don't know if they was on his mixtape or if it was an album, whatever. I just never really liked Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just never felt him. I never felt him, but I did fuck with. I don't know. He was just like just too new to me. He was just like, you coming out here with you got it out the mud or whatever the fuck they call it. But the last new niggas that I really fuck with, outside of college or whatever would be Future and 2 Chainz, and then after that it was just like I just really stopped listening, just stopped looking for new music and shit.
Oh yeah, we got
whatever. If somebody put me on to something, you know what I'm saying, I'll listen to it and be like, all right, this joint might go.
We definitely got no Future in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, because since y'all said Future, I was gonna say I'm gonna say it, unpopular opinion. I think that nigga's super overrated, yo. Future, I'm sorry, yo.
I agree, man.
I'm keeping it real. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think he's a good artist. Like, he makes catchy music. But I think there's a lot of people that are who bring more to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like he lost me for real on that Kendrick Lamar joint with that slob on my knob joint when he made that weird ass little sound and shit. The joint, the Black Panther soundtrack song. You know what I'm talking about? Put a stop on my knob. Like corn on the car. I was like, they let that shit fly. I was like, y'all niggas some yes men like shit.
If you
let that nigga do that.
Shit, he do be doing some crazy like off the wall shit like that. Like he be throwing like sounds and instrumentals and just like yelling and screaming voices and his shit. Man, that shit. Some of that stuff.
Young Thug do the similar shit, but Young Thug shit be like it'd be smooth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it flows more with the like Future shit be kind of harsh. You know what I mean? But but I mean, like I said, I'm not hating on him or nothing. Like I don't turn the song when he come on and shit like that. But I just feel like he a little overrated.
I think I agree. Though I think we gotta mention him with the mixtapes.
Oh yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Yeah, he do got some mixtapes. He did have a couple joints.
Hey, but it's funny though. Speaking of overrated though, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this too. Another unpopular opinion. Niggas gonna be mad, but Ben's Chili Bowl is fucking overrated. I'm sorry. I know
it is. No, you're not lying. It's
I know y'all niggas
I went for my first time a couple of years ago. I think it's us though. I think we have our hopes up too high that there's too many things that have talked about that joint. Is we think we go into a motherfucking steakhouse or some shit when we walk into that joint. You know what I'm saying? But nah, nigga, they just sell hot dogs. They sell hot dogs.
I think you call it chili bowl. Your chili should be like cranking.
So you agree? So you agree with me then? You agree with me? Okay, I thought I was gonna
No, I
Nah,
was gonna say the same thing. And the funny thing about it is, if you go anywhere outside of DC, it gets worse and worse because they got a couple of them in like Arlington, and then they got one at the damn
National Park
airport
on 8th Street.
Oh, I ain't know
Yeah,
it was a
hold on,
franchise.
It's
I thought
worse
they
and
did that
worse
joint in DC.
in
They
DC.
got one at the airport too. But yeah, nah. So I would completely agree with that shit being overrated. However, I still would put, and this just might be me, I still will put that junk as like as a top landmark in the city. And I know it's still overrated. Like, but
It
like,
is. I agree.
and
I agree with
and
that.
the same way we talk about like music and like how that shit changed our lives and how that shit changed the culture. Like when we was going to the clubs, like legit going to the clubs, and then like after the club at 3:00 in the morning, like, and we would go to Ben's Chili Bowl, and the line would be wrapped around the fucking, and like literally everybody who ventured off to different clubs would still meet up at one fucking place and like legit be in there. But that joint is still like a staple, and yes, I think that joint is overrated as far as like how we put that joint on
Food.
like say on a pedestal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like that shit is still like a good staple, and I really fuck with Benz too. I still.
Well, I mean, you talking about after the club? Niggas is drunk. They just want to eat something. Niggas want to eat something. Niggas already got all the alcohol in it. I mean, if you ask me, when I was drunk, the fried chicken outside of Love was hitting. That joint was hitting. The nigga with the little fried chicken cart or whatever outside of that joint was hitting. But if we talking about some real restaurants in the DMV,
Yeah, put me onto something in the DMV.
all right.
But that's good or overrated? What we talking about right now?
Good. We talking about good, right? We talking about good.
We talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about restaurant. I ain't talking about no carry out none of that shit.
That's good though, right?
Put me on.
Yeah, the Palms. The Palms is hit.
For sure.
You have the best steak and lobster ever in your life. Charlie Palmer's. You have the best steak and lobster in your life at Charlie Palmer's, dog. Oh my God, I fuck with the Palms, and if I had to choose one over the other, I probably have to go with the Palms because I always go there and get the steak and lobster over there joint. But I think Charlie Palmer has. I think Charlie Palmer has the Wagyu and some other shit over there joint that I tried. If we want to go to, if we're talking about seafood, the Rusty Scupper in Baltimore. The Rusty Scupper
DMV,
in Baltimore. That's DMV, nigga. DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Nah.
We not including Baltimore? All right, we'll fuck Baltimore then. Shit. Next joint would well, this is kind of, I would say they're overrated though. I think they're overrated. Maestros. I think Maestros is overrated.
Yeah,
I think
buttercream cake.
They have, and I'm a little you know, I'm gonna say they're overrated just because they turned me away one day because I had some fucking sneakers on. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. I had some Gucci sneakers on that day, and it's like, oh no, you got some sneakers on. So you got to go sit at the bar. You can't get one of these tables out there, joint. I'm like, dog, stop playing with me, dog. These are Gucci. These are Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You don't appreciate my money, so I'm going to the Palms. That's exactly what I did. So I'm going to the Palms where they appreciate my money. And it was going. You know, if you come out with us, y'all niggas, come out and sit and eat with us one night or whatever, we gonna order up some shit. You gonna order some shit, boy.
But you had the cheesecake at the
them niggas turn away good money just because you got some motherfucking sneakers or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And my wife is pregnant at the time. Like, nah, nigga, we not sitting on no fucking high tables and no shit. This shit's not comfortable. You know what I'm saying, nigga? So fuck y'all. And we rode the fuck out of that joint. Rode the fuck out of that joint and went to the Palms and got my steaks and lobster like I wanted. I'm trying to tell y'all, the number one anyway in the DMV is the Palms.
Which one?
Make sure y'all
the one on F Street or the one in Tyson's?
It's over there by is it F Street?
Yeah, he must be talking about DC. The way, yeah,
it's in DC. It's in DC. It's over there by like the Griffin and all that shit.
The Griffin,
like the Griffin. That's a club, nigga.
Yeah. Have you had their cheesecakes?
So, yeah. At the Palms?
Yeah, the cheesecake. Fire.
Nah, I'm not a dessert nigga. I'm not a dessert nigga. I don't order none of that shit. I don't order none of that shit. That's not
All
me.
right. Shit. I'm gonna say Ocean Air.
Yeah.
Ocean Air on F Street.
Yeah.
Of course, Milk and Honey.
That was
Support Black owned.
Man,
And it's not in DMV, but it's on the outskirts. So I'm going Blue Dolphin.
Yeah. Okay.
up Crane Highway.
Yeah.
Up Crane Highway, Blue Dolphin. I would say
we out there.
I would say Jerry. So like I was literally I'm literally torn between like Jerry's and Blue Dolphin, but like I think I'm gonna go with Blue Dolphin just because like the crab cakes and like the actual serving size
do got some big ass crab cakes. Yeah,
is way better. Like, and if I'm going out for something, like I want like some actual whatever.
What part
I got Tony and Joe's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right next to Sequoia's. That thing is hit.
Question. Where's that at? Where's that at? I might have to touch it.
Right next to Sequoia's. It's
What city?
Georgetown, right?
Northwest. Yeah, Northwest Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, right on the water. Yep. That shit. Oh.
Ooh, on the water. That's elegant. Okay.
Gosh. Yeah, take Carla there. She love that shit.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
And there's another one. There's this drink called Expectations. I'm not sure if y'all seen that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that is a good one, Paul.
That sounds like a strip club. Okay, go ahead.
Columbia. The one in Columbia. Columbia, Maryland. And it's spelt EGG. It's like, nah, we should be getting paid for this shit.
I know.
We should.
And I'm not sure if y'all fuck with this, but I fuck with all the Mike American chains, Mike's American restaurants. So they got. Have you ever been to the Mike Americas over there? Oh my gosh, it's an out.
Gotta go there.
But they got Sweetwater, they got Silverados, they got Coastal Flats.
What is it? A steak house or seafood or what?
Yeah, it's everything. So Mike's American is like American and Italian, and then they got five or six different subsidies under them, and all of them, like Silverados is like all steak and Mexican.
Is that by the Hoffman Theater?
Yeah, one of them's over there. Okay. No. You think about San Antonio's.
No, not that one. It's like a buffalo on the front. Is that Silverados?
Nah, that's not it.
That's
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's the one right next to San Antonio Grill. But nah, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, look up Mike's American restaurants and then go to some of these. Like, they'll give you, like, I'm not sure if y'all went to L'Oreal Plaza before, right? L'Oreal Plaza, the Mexican joint in D.C.
Overrated, but okay.
It is overrated.
Yeah,
so Mike's American,
nice.
They will give you a fat ass steak. They'll give you a whole plate full of shrimp and a whole plate full of lobster for the same amount you get from L'Oreal Plaza. But anyway, so that
what was the joint you named on the water?
That's Tony and Joe's Seafood.
Okay, I heard that joint before.
Let me hit that joint.
And just off topic, because I gotta go to this joint every time I hit the airport. If I'm in Texas, it's Papados. I know that's not in DMV, but y'all gotta hit up Papados.
They're in Atlanta. They got one in Atlanta.
I forgot to add District Chop House in there too.
Yep.
Right there by the Capital One Center.
Yep.
You want me to go? I got a list.
Go.
All right. The first, if we talking about the city, I like the Hamilton. The Hamilton on 14th Street. That joint got everything. It got steak. It got sushi. It got seafood. It got drinks. It got everything. Then I'm gonna go with this is my top three. if you come to the DMV, this is my top 3. The Hamilton Blue Dolphin, because you gotta have crabs. You in Maryland, and then a sleeper is not even like an upscale restaurant. It's Surfside, the window, right there, right off Connecticut Avenue.
I know exactly where that's at. Yeah.
The most fire fish tacos you will ever have, and it's like it tastes so clean. And then
it's like 24 hours too, right? 24 hours, right?
Yeah, 24 hours. Like after the club, you want to go there. We went to the gym after the Big Crit concert.
Yep.
All right, bro. Surfside taco. And then some junks, some honorable mentions, some Silver Spring junks, B claws. That's like a Cajun like crab boil junk. Of course, pollo.
Duclaw?
B claws. BE claws.
Yeah, I heard of that joint.
Yeah.
P-E?
BE.
B-E.
He is a boy.
B as in boy.
Yeah. Claws. That junk fire. Big ass like crab legs, snow crab legs, whatever you want. It's like Asian and like down south shit.
Where is that at?
University Boulevard, Silver Spring.
Oh.
And on the same street, University Boulevard, Puerto Rico, the best Peruvian chicken you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Then back over on the Georgetown waterfront, Farmers Bakers.
Yeah.
They got the all organic shit and the shit fire. Also over there, Cafe Milano, Italian junk.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but I ain't never been there.
You gotta go, Cafe Milano. And then last but not least, for the tourists, you gotta go to W and eat out there, so you can see like the whole National Mall.
You broke up.
So where? Say that again.
W.
Oh yeah.
If you're a tourist, come out and eat at the W.
Some other honorable mention jumps that another honorable mention jump that I got, like it's a little hole in the wall jump. I know Marcus still got it. Marcus probably got some shit too. But it's Chris.
Not really.
Chrisfield. That's out there. That's out there close. Fuck. What? Damn, I don't know the name of that movie theater. It's in Silver Spring.
Yeah.
That jump on a like
the Majestic.
Say it again. Yeah,
Majestic.
It's about an
yeah, but you would legit ride by that jump like 3 times. Like, where the fuck is this restaurant? that jump is crack.
Oh, I got a sleeper too. Before you go, Marcus, I got a sleeper that it's not like a official restaurant, and it's actually a movie theater. It's called iPic.
Oh boy.
I mean, they're all right.
They got their shit is fire for a movie theater. I'm just saying that.
But if you're talking about crab cakes, I think the best crab cakes is G&M. Anybody been there? It's by like BWI Airport.
Mm-hmm. I got one sleeper.
That's like Hanover, right? Like Hanover, like Arundel Mills or something like that.
Linthicum Heights.
Yeah,
Linthicum. Yeah. No, I got a sleeper. I believe it's called Stony River. Stony River. It's at it's a restaurant at Annapolis Mall. Stony River. They got decent steak. Yeah, the couch. That's probably the only place that I have been to that sells only restaurant I've been to that sells double eggs. They fucking joints is off the chains. The double eggs is off the chain. Some joints they got bacon on them motherfuckers.
Succotash at the National Harbor. Succotash at the National Harbor. They got they got a soul food like ordeal type menu. They said the National Harbor, they got one at National Harbor and they got one close to the Capital One Center, so downtown.
What's the steakhouse at the Harbor? It's like 49 or 45. Bar 45. That joint was alright. I've been there. That joint was alright.
It was
exactly. That joint was alright. I didn't even have no steak there.
I think Redstone. That joint Redstone at the Harbor. I think that's like maybe 4 out of 5. That joint.
It's pretty good.
Hey,
they got a pollo patty up there too.
Crab Cake Cafe at the Harbor. That's a little walk-up joint, and that's not necessarily a true restaurant, but Crab Cake Cafe, they got some heat with them. They got a couple different.
Not touching G&M, bro. G&M is like number one as far as crab.
I'm not putting it up. I'm just saying, like, that junk. I'm not putting it against G&M. I'm not putting it against Blue Dolphin. Like, them junks got some little heat with them. MA, Lighthouse. Let's hear your list, man.
I'm sitting there, I'm writing down all y'all shit. I'm like, these niggas is well traveled. Like, no, like, I appreciate it.
we got stomachs for a reason. We got guts for a reason, dog. We all
but I mean, I ain't got nothing too crazy. I put Toro. Y'all ever been to that joint? It's like a little tapas joint. I've been there. I fuck with that. They got the little they got the buffet and shit. Top. They just keep bringing the shit out to you, so I fuck with that. I was gonna say continental, like if you just want just like some pizza subs, like some shit like that, and like you in Moco, Kensington, small little neighborhood, continental. I think that they do best subs and pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing too crazy. Been there for years. My first steak and cheese was at that restaurant, and then Chicken Basket, Chicken Basket, same shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you just want some fried chicken, you know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. Some fries and shit. Go over to fucking Chicken Basket. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get that chicken, like it's a certain flavor that you're not gonna. They got their own flavor. They got a whole bunch of them joints. It's at least like 5 of them. 5. You said what?
Gotta get a little hot sauce in the little cups.
The hot sauce, hot sauce, mumbo sauce, all that. But if you ever in Moco, definitely go to Chicken Basket.
Has anybody ever been to Hip Hop Chicken?
Yeah.
I keep hearing about that joint. Is it good?
I've seen them joints. I've never been there though.
Yeah, I've seen them joints. I never been there. I keep hearing about that shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they sprinkle crack in the batter, but that should be.
I'm gonna have to try
crack and weed.
I'm gonna have to try it.
And that shit, bro. Like chicken should be that cheap.
That's what I'm saying.
It ain't mess y'all stomach up after you had it.
No, it's good. It's
it's real chicken.
Yeah, it's legit.
How much it cost?
I mean, it ain't like you said. Like I don't know how much Chicken Basket is, but that don't like a legit it's comparison to carryout prices. It's carryout prices.
What's it? All right. What's everybody fast food go to? Fast food go to.
I got to put somebody else out there. Horse and Dickies. If you in the,
I've heard about that one. That's in DC.
Not no more, but they got one off like Allentown Road now.
What they got there? What is that? A steakhouse or what?
Seafood.
Fried fish.
Seafood.
Fried fish.
Oh, okay. Well, we gotta talk about our overrateds too. Let's overrated.
I done told y'all Maestro is overrated.
Well, I already gave mine. I gave my overrated.
Benz is the most.
Chili bowl. It's just like going to a museum or some shit. All right, you done been here. All right, that's it. All right, it's enough.
I would say Sardis too because I've been like spoiled with Puerto Rico, so Sardis is trash.
Yeah.
People love Sardis, but Puerto Rico, that's MJ. Sardis is Harold Miner.
I think melting pot is trash.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it's so expensive, man. And you cooking your own food basically.
Yeah.
They charge you.
I gotta cook my own food.
Yeah.
Melting pot, where's that shit at?
They all over.
They all over.
Well, it's a franchise. I ain't never heard of that shit. And I gotta cook my own food.
Yeah, it's like a fondue joint.
Nah, we're not doing that. Nah.
And you gotta sit on the floor too, right?
Nah.
You gotta sit on the floor.
But I know people still be like paying. You know, they go there for Valentine's Day. It's like supposed to be a special occasion. I'm like, you paying $200 for that trash?
Yeah. I think I'm still gonna go L'Oreal and L'Oreal. I know L'Oreal is like the tourist trap, but one of the reasons I say the junk's overrated. It's not because the food isn't good.
Their service,
I think. Their
service is fucking trash.
Yeah, the service is trash, and then like legit, everybody thinks that joint is like a meeting spot. Like I think you can like a party of two and literally be sitting and waiting for like 45 minutes.
Exactly.
And like, so I think that shit's overrated because it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting there waiting for some bomb ass food. Like I'm sitting there waiting for a good ass swirl or a good ass margarita swirl. And then
trying to get a drink and some appetizers. Hurry up.
So that's L'Oreal Plaza.
Okay.
All right, we talking about in that area. We gotta tell the people in the DMV, if you come DMV, you gotta get a jumbo slice right there in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get a jumbo slice.
Yeah.
From like what's the good jump? Pizza Mart on 18th Street.
By Morgan.
Yeah.
And that's the go-to. Like right after the clubs, you get in one of them fat pizzas and put it in half. Too hot. Eat the crust.
It'd be greasy as shit.
Yeah. Fuck it.
You be good. You don't have no hanger. You don't
soak up all that alcohol.
So what's everybody go to fast food like Corey asked earlier? Like just, you know what I'm saying? You just try and get some real quick. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What's your go-to fast food?
My go-to, I ain't fuck with McDonald's and none of this shit for a minute. And I don't know if people still consider it fast food or not, but my go-to would probably be Chipotle.
That's fast food, nigga.
Yeah. It's fast food? Yeah, that's probably my go-to. Because I still feel like the shit is fresh. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like the shit is fresh. And you can just visually see niggas cooking this shit up in the back or whatever, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, raw meat. It ain't some shit they pulling out the freezer or no shit that's already halfway cooked. You know.
I mean, honestly, I watch them like they just take the meat come pre-cooked in the bag. They just pull the shit out the bag and then just throw it on the grill.
Come on, man. Don't ruin it for me, man. Don't ruin
it. You don't know where that meat came from.
Ooh.
All right,
it look fresh though.
I like what's that junk? Mod Pizza. It's like fast food, but it's like, you know, you can see it made. And also like Kava.
Yeah, I fuck with Kava.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, they be. My wife done ordered some shit there a couple of times, and like it's not that they fuck my order up, but it's just what they put in their fucking shit. They be having like chickpeas and shit. I don't know goddamn chickpeas in my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of that shit.
It's Mediterranean, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, all right. And don't get me wrong. The shit tastes good. It tastes good. It's all right. It's just certain ingredients that I'm not fond of. But the cabbage one is all right. It's all right. It's definitely not my go-to. It's definitely not one of the go-tos. But it's definitely fresh.
Well, I'm gonna say for my lunch jump would be banchan.
Okay.
Banchan is actually good as shit. Banchan is good as shit.
They be having a little lunch special. That shit is clutch. And then
what they make over there? I heard of that joint.
Like double fried wings.
Fried chicken. They fried wings.
Okay.
You little Korean tacos good too, bro.
Yeah.
Korean tacos.
Korean tacos. Have you been to Taco Korean and like baby yard?
No, that sounds good.
Not
Yeah.
All right, well, when this shit is lifted, all of us gotta go to Truckaroo at Nats Park, where all the food trucks pull up.
Oh yeah,
next year.
Truckaroo.
Next year.
How to do that? I might have to do that.
That sounds like a move.
I had to do that. They had a taco show. I want to say last year or whatever. I went out to that joint. Me and the wife went out to that joint. A taco show in DC. Yeah. Or whatever. All the taco trucks pulled up and all that shit.
Oh,
it was out
there. Truckaroo got every type of trucks. Like, I mean, like you legit find like the same way you talk about, like, I don't know how many trucks it was, but like it'll legit be like 30 trucks in that joint. And it's inside the Nationals bullpen on a Friday night. So, and then you got like a band playing. Like Truckaroo is lit. Like that joint.
So it's like on a certain day or what?
Yeah, so they
like 5 times during the summer.
Yeah, I think they used to have like the first Friday of every month in the summertime. But yeah, I mean,
you probably gonna miss.
Sound like good eating. What you gotta do? You get a ticket and you get to eat for free, or I gotta pay everybody? What's good?
I mean, like it's a food truck, so I mean it's free to get in, but you just pay at the food truck on what you want.
So I just gotta pay every goddamn body. All
No,
right.
you pay for what you eat.
All right. Now the taco joint. I went to a little taco festival last year or whatever the fuck. You get your little ribbon and shit. You just go. Everybody give you a taco and shit. All their trucks. There's a bunch of trucks out there joint. Everybody give you some shit or whatever. But shit, I want to do this taco brew joint.
We should go to shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say I fuck with Nando's, man. I fuck with Nando's. I fuck
Betty.
I fuck with Kava. I was gonna say Kava. And then there's a drive-through I could never shake, and that's Checkers. Like I can't shake.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The greasiest, the most non-essential shit that you need, the most greasiest shit ever, dog. This shit is so
Oh, you know what else is hitting? You know what else is hitting that I just discovered?
What?
Is fucking Bojangles breakfast sandwiches, man.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh man, you going back?
Like they got this Cajun chicken fillet. Oh my god,
I'm hip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for them jumps.
They so damn greasy though.
Yeah, they are.
And I don't like the name either. That shit just sound wild.
They Bojangles.
Oh, so if we ain't talking about DMV, the cookout.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you going down south? You going down south?
Buddy.
Hey, I got one even better than the cookout for me. I'll just say for me, Zaxby's.
Oh yeah, I like Zaxby's.
I haven't heard of that.
I've seen their commercials. I've never seen the Zaxby's in my life, but I've seen their commercials.
Hey,
what they sell?
They sell chicken and shit. I ain't even I tell you. During this quarantine, they got one in Chantilly. I drove to Chantilly just because I was bored at a fucking house, but also because I wanted some fucking
Why not? Fuck it.
Zaxby's. We getting some Zaxby's today.
Yeah, but my joints, probably off Chipotle. Definitely, that's probably the go-to.
Yes, sir.
Then I'll probably say, if off just some drive-through shit. I fuck with Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It ain't a lot of them, but I definitely fuck with Sonic though. Just off a lot of options and shit. So I fuck with them.
Y'all fuck with Qdoba?
Huh?
Yeah.
I fuck with Qdoba. I fuck with Qdoba more than Chipotle. For me,
Qdoba.
It's not as many Qdobas as it is Chipotle's. Like,
yeah.
But I fuck with Qdoba.
I fuck with Wendy's fries. I definitely go. I fuck with the Wendy's fries though. I definitely will hit the drive.
Who got the
I
best?
fuck with that Baconzilla.
I think Wendy's got the best fries. To be real, I think Wendy's got the best. Say what?
I fuck with that Baconator out here.
For real?
You talking about Wendy's?
I've never had one of them joints in my life.
I would never.
I've never had one in my life, man.
Comatose.
Nah, you know what fucked me up with that? There was this episode on The Simpsons where I think there was it was like the murder death burger, and it looked just like a Baconator, and that shit was before the Baconator came out. So when I saw the Baconator, I was like, oh, that's the murder death burger. I was like, fuck that shit.
Oh,
I ain't eating that shit.
It's delicious. I'm trying to tell you, it's delicious.
It is though, but it is. No, for real. I've heard.
If you gotta choose between McDonald's and late night, if it's 3 a.m., you gotta choose between McDonald's and Wendy's. Go for that Baconator. I'm trying to tell you, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Like that was the only thing on the menu, though.
Only thing.
Baconator at 3 a.m. though.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna go right to sleep after you eat that motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you.
A Baconator at 3 a.m.
Y'all fuck
with it's so good.
Tropical Cafe. That got a drive-through.
Tropical Cafe.
I've never seen that.
No, I like they smoothies and shit.
But they little breakfast wraps. I'm just fire.
I never heard that.
Oh yeah, I think I had it like one time. I think like once.
Mm-hmm. The smoothie and a breakfast wrap. A little energy in there.
Well, shit. Since you speaking on breakfast, like, what's your favorite cereals? Like all-time favorite cereal.
Oh, everybody got Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there.
Yeah, that's mine. That's my number one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's my number one.
And that's my number one selling edible. For those out there, Cinnamon Toast Crunch bars. Get them today.
Cheerios is good. But I would say,
how old are you?
Crunch Toast. What is it? Cinnamon Crush Toast. Cinnamon Crush Toast. Cinnamon Crush Toast was dope. Cinnamon Crush Toast.
Say it one more time, son.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch is up there.
Your mouth.
Yeah, them two.
But which one though? Both
of them joints.
The peanut butter.
I got it. You got
but then if my Deuce was not trying to buy that joint, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, what I gotta fuck with? Can I get some Apple Jacks at least, or do I gotta get the Cheerios? Or do I gotta get the Cheerios? You know what I'm saying? Do I gotta get the Cheerios? What can I get? What can I get? The Lucky Charms is aight. The magically delicious.
Did you put sugar in your Cheerios? Did you put sugar in your Cheerios?
No, fuck no.
For sure.
Nah, them just is good. The Cheerios is good as shit.
I said regular Cheerios.
The flakes.
I put honey if I had regular joints.
Oh, you regular Cheerios? I used to put straight up sugar in my shit.
I used to put sugar in my Frosted Flakes, so I ain't the right one to ask.
I used to put sugar in your Frosted Flakes?
You're trying to get the
Alex was going hard, yo. He was putting, damn. I definitely used to put it in my Cheerios, though.
My best cereal was always honeycombs.
Honeycombs is good. Honeycombs is good. Yeah. Honeycombs.
I mean, of course, I had Captain Crunch, and Captain Crunch is, I mean, like 1 and 2. But like, I think we used to always have like, so you know, growing up in the house with an older brother with a brother, it's like you pick a cereal and you pick a cereal. So my brother's cereal, Apple Jacks. The community cereal, as you call it, was Captain Crunch, and my cereal was Honeycomb, and that was.
Why was it like that though? Why was it like that?
Damn, y'all rich. Y'all was rich.
Yeah,
we get one cereal over here. We get one cereal.
There was 9 people in my house, so if you buy cereal, that box could be gone in one day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But was I the only one where the Captain Crunch messed the roof of your mouth up? Or
fuck yeah, dude, it cut your shit up.
It did, but I ain't care. That was my shit. I ain't give a fuck. I was like, that's just what come with it.
Like, damn, do I need to let it sit in the milk a little?
Yeah,
longer, you know. Hey, shit. I'm hungry though.
So since Corey said that shit, I just got a question real quick. Y'all put your cereal in first or your milk in first?
Cereal.
I've heard some. My bad. I've heard some people that say they put their milk in first. And
what's wrong with y'all?
Make sure. I just wanted to find out who I was in good company with. I was
cereal.
Definitely.
Cereal in first. That's how you find out how much milk you
put as much cereal in. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anybody put ice in the cereal?
Yep.
No, I ain't never put no ice in it.
Because
I've seen some people do that.
What y'all put ice in for?
Milk get
colder.
That shit nasty.
To make it colder.
Yeah.
What did it be cold for? It's cereal. What did it be cold for? It's not ice cream.
No milk.
Off the jump, some people that put milk in their ice cream, like they pour milk in their ice cream when they eat their ice cream.
You don't put
cereal. Do that?
You ever seen that shit before?
Cereal in your ice cream.
Say that again?
Put cereal in your ice cream.
Oh shit, nigga! I still do that shit, nigga. What you doing?
Never seen that.
Hell yeah.
That's so ghetto.
Ghetto, nigga. That's creative, nigga. That's you got like culinary arts, nigga.
Whip it.
Oh, I like Cocoa Puffs. I like Chris.
I was gonna ask who liked them though.
Shit, that Reese's joint was good too.
Yeah.
That's alright. Y'all
Reese's
fuck with the Count Chocolates.
I used to like old cereals too back in the day. Like,
Cookie Crisp was some shit if you think about it, because that shit didn't even taste like a cookie at all. It was just some sweet shit. It was some sweet shit that just looked like a cookie.
Cookie Crisp was dope.
Who had the French toast joints?
French Toast Crunch.
You said who?
French Toast Crunch. Yeah, them joints fire.
Oh
This
yeah.
is my joints. French toast crunch, though. This is my joint.
No, Fruity Pebbles. No?
Somebody had the
Waffle crisp.
Oh yeah, them Jones.
Waffle crisp. Them
Waffle
joints is
crisp.
dope. Oh my god,
So
them joints so
waffle
dope.
crisp was like on a whole nother level. I
This is like
don't know
them
why they
joints had a
stopped
little
making them.
syrup taste on them and everything. Them joints was
Yeah, hell yeah.
them joints is
When
crack,
we
though.
was kids, we went through like a little stage with them joints. With the waffle, we went through like a little moment.
Ain't nobody fuck with the Fruity Pebbles though.
Yeah.
Yeah, those was alright too.
Yeah, them joints was alright.
Smacks.
Which one was Smacks? Oh,
Smacks.
there was like
With the frog.
little beat. Yeah.
With the frog on the box.
Yeah. Them joints alright. I remember them joints. Ain't nobody fucking the Rice
Everybody say,
Krispies.
y'all said French toast crunch, right? You said French toast crunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
French toast crunch.
Yeah.
We said that. All right.
French toast
Ever
crunch, and you got the cinnamon toast crunch.
Girl Scout cookie cereal? I had that shit one time.
No, I never read that.
I don't think I ever seen that. All right. So here's a good one, and it's kind of like when you hit on that topic earlier when you was talking about mix your ice cream with the cereal. Does anybody do anything like with their food, like even kind of like with the mac and cheese and yams? Like, do any of y'all have like a little thing that y'all probably only y'all do, or like where y'all might mix two foods together, or y'all just have like a little hack with food that y'all do that maybe not a lot of other people do and shit like that? Like, I know I don't do it now, but when I was a kid, I used to mix my applesauce with my eggs and shit. I probably grew out of that probably when I was like a
Applesauce and
teenager.
eggs.
All the way up to there.
I heard that before.
Applesauce and eggs, it was like a thing for me. Like growing up. Like, but I stopped doing that shit.
Kids do that still to this day.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one, but I used to put chips on my sandwiches, like the lunch meat.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing back in the day.
Make them shits crunchy.
Yeah. I don't know why it did, but that joint used to slice the sandwich. I don't know why it did, but it used to slice the sandwich.
It gotta be crunchy, like some Lay's. It gotta be crunchy.
Yeah, I know people put grapes on their sandwich and shit.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. That's southern shit. That's some down south shit.
My cousin used to do that shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ain't got
shit.
I'm too picky of an eater to be.
So my
that's real.
My mom's cornbread used to be so sweet that we would actually put syrup on it because it would be like a dessert, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit. Ooh, taking me back.
Shit, my mother made for Memorial Day. My mother just what is it on Monday or whatever. My mother did a little cookout or whatever. She had the not the pork and it was pork and beans, was baked beans or whatever, barbecue baked beans and shit, and had a potato salad. I like to mix the potato salad with the baked beans. That shit
Next
be
to
dope.
each other, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think I was arguing earlier this week talking about mixing the mac and cheese with what was y'all saying? The mac and cheese mixed with the baked beans, or the mac and cheese mixed with what?
Mac and cheese and yams or mac and cheese and baked beans, yeah.
Okay. I'm going with the baked beans all day. Baked beans is tough. Baked beans is tough. Yeah, my mom just
I mean,
throw the
and
bacon
I
on
don't
that
necessarily, from my point of view, like I don't necessarily mean mixing it. It's just like I know that like from times just eating it on the plate next to each other, like when that juice or the sauce from the fucking yams to get on the potatoes get on the mac and cheese, like that shit just it adds a little something. You know what I'm saying? Like gives it a little something extra. So I fuck with that shit.
Just add a little flavor. Just add a little flavor. Just a little taste. Yeah. I'm with that. Nah, for real, dog. I'm with the baked beans.
What struggle meals can y'all relate to from back then?
Shit, college niggas had to be
noodles.
Creative as shit, man. I didn't know.
Noodles.
Yeah, noodles.
Noodles.
Pancakes.
Noodles and hot dogs are for real, niggas. Like you can't really, you know.
Noodles.
You can't get
hot
bad.
dogs if you had some shit to cook it on. Noodles.
Pancakes.
Well, we all have microwaves.
Oh,
We all
yeah.
going to say
Pancakes
our room to hit that microwave up. We're going to say our room to hit that microwave up real quick.
Back in the day, fried bologna sandwich. Back in the day.
Ooh. Throw a little mustard on
one
that
time
bitch.
I tried to cook a steak on a Foreman grill. Niggas was had to do whatever. Yeah, I tried to cook a steak on a Foreman grill in college and shit. It was tough, you know what I'm saying? I still ate that shit though. And it was chuck. It was chuck steak at that. You know what I'm saying? But I still did it though. Still made it happen.
Nigga, but you in Bowie Place? Where you was at?
And I was in Bowie Place.
Hey, you know what was hitting back in the day? Y'all ever do steakums, them little strips?
Boy,
yeah. Man.
Throw a little mayonnaise on that thing.
Mayo, some
cheese.
I feel like I'm in Philly.
Them joints used to be fire. Yeah.
My forever go-to was there's always a peanut butter and jelly or grilled cheese sandwich, yo.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I was about to say that.
Grilled cheese. Yeah, PBJ when we was younger.
And you can survive off peanut butter and jelly for real.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese and tomato sauce.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
You ever had?
I like to put a slice of tomato on my grilled cheese.
You ever had slices of tomato and sugar? Some people put it in salt or pepper or whatever. Though. You ever had slices of tomato and sugar, dog? Maybe I'm too country for y'all. My bad.
I ain't never had.
But slice of tomato with red wine vinegar. No, that my fault. Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, I'm
and
too
fucking
country
and seasonal salt. That shit right there. Like, just try that shit. I'm telling you.
Spaghetti and American cheese.
Oh yeah.
Spaghetti and American cheese.
Yeah.
I've never done that shit before. Is it good?
When I was younger, yeah, I used to do that.
As Deontay Wilder say, to this day, nigga.
Hey, did y'all put ketchup on y'all spaghetti?
I did it before, yeah.
Sugar though.
Did you put it
Yeah,
on
I
your
was about
eggs?
to say that sugar too.
Scrambled eggs. Ketchup on scrambled eggs. You ever had that?
No.
What is scrambled? Oh, ketchup? Nah.
Delicious. Try it one time. Just one time.
Nah, I see people do that.
I'm good. I like hot sauce on my shit.
So I got a question. Salt and pepper in your grits or sugar?
Butter.
Cheese.
Sugar for me. I like sweet grits. I don't like the
yeah. Butter and salt.
They gotta be sweet for me.
Sugar.
Salt, pepper, cheese.
Yeah, I like sugar.
You said cheese? Oh yeah.
Cheese.
Cheese too. Yeah.
All right, who like their coffee just black? I'm just playing.
Coffee.
I drink it. I drink it.
For real?
I drink it.
I can't do that shit, dog.
I drink it.
But this straight black coffee, nah.
It's like
that's after I done had coffee with. After I had done 2-3 coffees with sugar and cream in that motherfucker, then I drink it black.
You drink 3 coffees in one day?
Oh, nigga, I drink more than three coffees in a day, dog.
Jeez.
At my job.
For real?
At my job. Before the quarantine, anyway. Before the quarantine, I drink coffee all motherfucking day. All motherfucking day.
If I drink more than 1 cup, more than one cup, I can't go to sleep, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's too much for me.
That's why that weed used to help me out. The weed used to help me out. I don't smoke weed no more, but it used to help me out because I used to drink coffee. Well, now that I'm working at home, I don't drink coffee like that. But when I was fucking at the job or whatever, I was drinking coffee like 4-5 different cups, 4-5 cups or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, but the weed used to put me to sleep, so I was Gucci. But I'm not fucking with neither one now, though, on this quarantine.
Oh, you don't even drink coffee at home no more?
Nah.
Oh, that's
not
good.
Even. Not even.
I ain't never really fucked with coffee. That shit make me feel weird.
I always like coffee. Only reason why I like coffee because I used to see my dad drink coffee and shit when I was young. And I used to ask my grandma, I was like, yeah, let me get some coffee. Make me some coffee. She used to pour me some coffee and shit. I used to drink that shit. It was alright. Just be hyper as shit at the summer camp and shit.
If I drink coffee, I gotta be like moving and being active. Like if I drink coffee and just sit down, I'll be feeling jittery and shit. So I don't like. That's why I have to be moving around when I drink coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
That's why you need to do coke.
What?
You ain't hear that. You ain't hear that.
Hey, so we talk. Well, y'all were talking about cookouts and shit. What's one thing y'all missing about like cookout season, if anything? Like, because we not having that shit for real.
Fucking food, shit.
Yeah. Food hanging out and cooling with everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, you know. I mean, we're gonna get food regardless, but you know, just kicking it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? In person. I mean, we doing this on the fucking video phone and all that shit right now. But just kicking it in person. You know, shooting the shit, playing spades, you know, whatever. Dominoes, some shit. But just a human interaction with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing I'm missing with the cookouts. Seeing the family, seeing the friends, all that shit, man.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. Other than that, I've been on the grill a lot at home though.
Yeah.
As late, so I mean, you know, I still do like that part, but I guess it's just the variety and just being around other people and other people food and different types. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I've still been on the grill as far as myself.
What you throw on the grill, man?
Burgers, fucking everything, steaks, onions and shit. I don't know about y'all. I fuck with grilling onions when you cut the core out and then put like the butter and shit in the middle and fucking vegetables, tomatoes. I like grilling like just like whole. I cut a tomato in half and shit and just grill that joint.
Oh, yeah.
What else, man? Fucking shrimp.
Okay.
All kinds of shit.
I ain't put no vegetables on the grill yet. I ain't put no
chicken. Chicken thighs. Fuck with chicken thighs on the grill. That shit is sick.
Yeah,
You said what though?
I do veggies. I do the whole like skewer, so I put them in like a whole like type drink. I try to mix like some shrimp in there. I did that last week. I was like, man, when I get on the grill, like I feel like I need to sample everything.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And I end up getting
like that's a part of it.
You ain't never gonna make yourself a plate.
I already know when I get on the grill, I'm gonna gain weight because like I gotta eat like everything.
All right, so when y'all cook on the grill, like do y'all like be timing y'all shit or do y'all like just kind of just go by off like instinct? You know what I'm saying? Like how do y'all like what's y'all approach? You know what I'm saying?
Now we made fire. We came up with fire. It's just instinct. It's instinct. I ain't never timed no shit. It's like that should look good. That should look about right. This should look all right. Let me taste this joint.
Yeah, that's how I cook. I cook off instinct. I just be like, all right, yeah. I just be getting the feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. Because sometimes that fire hit different. Like the coals and the fire hit different. So
that's real. That is real.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta like check it every now and then. Sip on something. Be patient.
Yep. Have some good music going.
Yeah, then yank that shit out when you feel time. But so I feel like I've been doing like fish on the grill too, like recently, and I learned a couple of tricks in wrapping the fish so it don't cook so quickly, and then just letting it cook from the inside. But I'll wrap it with foil once, and then I'll wrap it with a layer on the actual grill. And then that way I could flip it without that joint like falling out or something like that. So I did halibut.
That's one thing I haven't done.
And then I did salmon, and that shit was fire.
You ever put rockfish on the grill?
Rockfish? Yeah. I did rockfish before. Oh, rockfish is good shit too.
Yeah, that's fish you gotta grill.
Yeah.
See, I've never done fish. That's one thing I haven't done.
What do you say? Put it in foil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta wrap it up because fish cook so quickly.
Yeah. This shit.
So you said rockfish the best for the grill? Rockfish? All right.
Yeah, rockfish
We'll
has
keep
got
that in mind.
that nice sweet taste too.
And smoky.
Smoky.
That's good to know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
We need to have a grill out, man. Cook off.
Hey, that'd be vicious if we just had like a grill off and like everybody recorded that shit and like made that part of the whole. You know what I'm saying? Like roll out and shit. That'd be sick. And let like the people who watch the video decide. Like, well, I guess they can't really test because they can't eat it. But either way, that should still be good though.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all been to like any gatherings?
Nah.
Nah.
Yeah. Mother's Day. I mean, went to my folks' house and then went to wifey's folks' house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But it's no more than 10 people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, nah, no
My
more.
my parents just had an anniversary, and so we went over there. They had like a table and everything in the backyard set up because they won't let us in the house. So, so we had to go around the back and open the fence. And,
like, damn, mom.
and they had their little anniversary dinner, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, they real serious about the whole 6 feet.
You, yeah?
Huh?
I've been to a couple gatherings.
Oh shit! You got the Ronas. We'll gather. What you do? What you doing, Randall?
Like a couple like game nights and shit.
Couple gatherings. No, we still, cause my little youngin, his birthday, August 27th coming up or whatever. We still trying to figure out if we actually gonna have some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody come to or whatever. Because
I think
we
we got
still
the ones you probably didn't, but I mean, you ain't. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah. But the thing is because it's his first birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what we're gonna do real quick. But we definitely gonna do something. I don't know if we're gonna do I don't like to go with the fucking the wave or no shit like that. Everybody having a little what they call them, the drive up parties or where the fuck, I ain't trying to gay shit like that, whatever. But I ain't gonna say it's gay, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't. I know, but I just want to do what everybody. I've never been like the one to do that everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to do what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing about the drive up jump and like, I mean, yours is about to turn 1, mine just turned 2. But the only thing about the drive up jump to me is like, at that age, they don't necessarily understand like what it is, like, you know what I'm saying, like why everybody's driving up, why they can't actually interact with everybody like that. So I think at that point in time, like even we had a Zoom birthday party, like even still, like that joke was difficult because it's like, all right, yeah, all these people are here to support me and all these people are here to have fun, but at the same time, it's like, damn, I can't touch none of these motherfuckers. I can't interact with none of these people. I can't party with none of these people. I can't give grandma a hug or nothing like that. Like, that's the toughest part. So even like with a drive-by, like drive, it sounds so, and that sounds even bad as we get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that shit's probably because they don't understand that concept, and it's programming them. In my mind, it's programming them off because it's like the love that they're receiving love, but at the same time they can't touch and they can't feel the love that's supposed to be or that want to share with them on their birthday or on the given day. That's
They trying to desensitize us, Marcus. They trying to desensitize us. What we gonna do?
Ain't this like the strangest shit though? Like if all right, say like I don't know.
No, Marcus is talking about this on like a couple episodes ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just start the programming.
Say 3 or 4 years ago, motherfucker said, nigga, one summer, like in 3 or 4 years, or say not even like designating the time. Sometime in the near future, everybody's gonna be home, the economy's gonna be fucked up. There's gonna be no sports. There's gonna be no interaction. You're gonna have to wear a mask everywhere you go. You just said, "Motherfucker, you are crazy."
I'm like, nigga, what do you think we live in China or some shit? Because you niggas they've been wearing masks. This is nothing new for them. But everywhere around the world, though, everywhere else is like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I wouldn't believe this shit. I wouldn't believe it. That's how I feel like. I feel like I'm living in fucking goddamn China, Hong Kong or some shit right now. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? We don't even have 1 billion niggas over this joint. And that's crazy. They've been living over there with 1 billion motherfuckers, and they've been rocking masks and shit. They know what's going down. They know about passing the common cold around or viruses or some shit. And they've been ready for this shit. So it's no surprise to me that they was able to recover so quickly and let's go ahead and get niggas back to work and shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like over here in the home of the brave, land of the free. Like, what the fuck? We were not cut out for this shit. Especially not with this nigga Trump in office. You know, I know, dog, but it's just for this anything. If there's anything outside of the coronavirus, it's like I'm not really worried about Trump. I've never been worried about Trump, but anything outside of that joke, it's like, come on.
Whoever's in that position got to be a scapegoat.
Yeah,
but that's stupid. Like, how is one person responsible for people getting sick? That's dumb.
Well,
that's because the news put that shit on him.
Well,
yep, they put him. He said he responsible.
Yeah,
for you, so you have to be responsible.
So is the media correct? Is the media correct or incorrect on saying that he could have acted more quickly or whatever?
Who's gonna do? Jump in front of the goddamn sneeze?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just gonna be two sides of it. It's gonna all they do is just create like just talking points. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, did he do it or did he not? It's just gonna be two niggas on each side going back and forth, whether it's Trump's fault or it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just all that shit is. At the end of the day, like, that's all it is.
That shit is above him, and then he got people.
Or is it not true that he was saying that the coronavirus, the whole scare, or whatever, that this is a Democratic ploy or whatever, just to say, just to scare people or whatever? Because I could have swore everybody said. I've heard, no, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people have said that. Oh yeah, I was already sick, and I felt some type of way back in January or whatever the fuck, and this nigga didn't respond until March or so, whatever. We already knew that China was already going through their shit or whatever, but is it not truthful or whatever to say that he could have responded quicker to the situation? That's my question.
But you're saying why is it one man responsible for?
Well, he's the man. He's the man in charge. He's the HNIC. He's the head nigga in charge.
No, wasn't he the one that I don't know the exact position, but isn't he the one that fired as well as disbanded the position that was in charge of
the CDC and all that shit, all the extra shits around him? Yeah, that was him.
Okay,
that was him. Cut the funding for all that shit. Yeah, that was him.
If they give
Obama had left here, yeah, he cut all that. Anything that Obama did, he cut that shit. Yeah, that was him.
We talked about this shit earlier, bro. We talked about this shit earlier. Like, the blue team and the red team don't fucking matter. It's all about the green team. So if a motherfucker, if somebody's in his ear telling him, yeah, this is your best move and shit, like, he's gonna go with that. And then after the fact, it's like, nigga, you told me the wrong shit. He's gonna fire that man.
But at the same time, that nigga is also on his own independence, and it might be right. That nigga's on his own shit.
Exactly.
Like, if I'm gonna go down with the sword's coming down with me. Like, I'm going down as a pilot. Like,
that's why you fire everybody.
You ain't never seen so many firings in your life in the presidency, dog. You ain't never seen. Nobody has seen niggas
He hold
before.
everybody accountable for real.
He ain't holding. He thinks that it's supposed. He thinks he can run this like a fucking business. Like, oh, you fucked up. All right, get out of here.
It is a business, bro. It is a business.
And that's why it looks stupid.
Exactly. He is the business, nigga. He's part of this shit.
Business. That's why it looks stupid. That's why it looks stupid.
Why does it look stupid now? Why ain't look stupid back then?
He been look stupid. Niggas did not want him to get voted in.
Why does
everyone look stupid? He been look stupid when Hillary won the majority vote. He been look stupid out this joint.
No, I said why don't every president look stupid when they run it like a business? But he looks stupid. It's because he's ignorant.
Which president runs it? I've never seen a president run like a business. I've never seen a president run like
Their job is to run it like a business. It is a business.
I see your face. Please explain. Let me know that I'm in the wrong. Go ahead. Expand upon that.
You talking about like how Obama hired everybody off Wall Street in his cabinet? You talking about that?
No. I just want to know what you're talking about because
I just said it.
So that he hired everybody off of Wall Street.
We was preaching this earlier. Like you can't get on one side of the fence or the other. You gotta realize both of them are in the same arena.
Yep. Right. Exactly. Red team, you can go red team, blue team. It's all part of the system, regardless. Whether if you choosing the red side, you supporting the system. You choose the blue side, you supporting the system.
After he out the office, you're gonna love the next nigga, and then after him, you're gonna hate the next nigga. That's how they do.
Exactly.
I hear that.
It's like a carousel. It's like hamsters on a wheel.
I hear that.
Hey, thank you guys for watching us. If you haven't done so already, please follow us on Instagram at theflightroomtv.com or at theflightroomtv. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, do what you got to do. Stay in touch. Tell us what topics y'all want to hear from us moving forward. Let us know what y'all feeling. Let us know how you're receiving our feedback, and let us know what you want to see. Peace and love. Y'all be safe. Gone.
Wear your seatbelt.